Hello, hello. Hi. Oh my gosh, let me lower the volume of this creepy music for a little bit. Hi, guys. Hello, good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Congrats to Sick on the first. Hi. Hello. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday so far. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, hello. Oh yeah, hopefully you had lunch. I had dinner. Today I'm going to be playing a sapphic visual novel, I suppose. Hi Gortok, hello. I feel like this game is very niche. Nobody will have heard of it, I feel like. But I went to look for a free sapphic something, yeah, to play. You got news? Yeah? You got news? Cause it's Pride Month. Well, I kinda wanted to start a tradition of playing a sapphic game every June. You got the job? Oh my gosh, nice! Congrats! Oh, if you accepted it, it means they treat you well, right? Ooh, hope you enjoy your time there. That's really good news. A regular salary is always very nice. Oh yeah, the name of this visual novel is called It Gets So Lonely Here. There were probably people who saw that on my schedule and got really confused because of the, I guess, the format. The format is like only the first letter is capitalized, and then I guess there was someone in my Discord server who was like, "Leos, are you okay?" Kinda, basically. What's wrong with you? You doing alright? Well, we never know when it's like this game, right? I'm playing this completely blind. Don't know what to expect, but I know that there's like toxic Yuri relationships in this one. In case you don't know, like the terminology that I'm using here, GL stands for girls love. It's like BL but girls, right? VN, visual novel. It's a visual novel, meaning it has more story than gameplay, I suppose. The only gameplay generally is like choices. Yes. Choose to do this or that. your favorability increases or decreases depending on your choices, and that will be important, right? It's the biggest factor in getting a good ending or a bad ending. It gets so lonely here. Game title: Speed by like tickets. I got rude. I'm never completely alone. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably give you guys some warnings about this game. Wait, did I edit it out? Thank you for the cash. Right here. Yes. This game, I've been told, or like at least yeah from the reviews, or basically the description is a yandere game. Yandere girls love game. There will be death, but I don't think it gets really too graphic. It doesn't actually show, it gets described rather, so your eyes will be safe, your ears may not be though. Also it's safe for work, right? I don't think they'll do anything beyond kissing, so don't worry. I'd say it's probably safer, but like 16 plus audiences, I'd say, yeah. And also, obviously, right, for those younger, do not copy anything that's going on in here in this game. This is a toxic relationship. I presume from the descriptions. Yes. I'm playing this blind, right? Do not copy anything that happens in here. Toxic Yuri as opposed to toxic Yuri, which is a thing that should. Are you sure? Are you kidding? It's a different thing, right? Yuri, for those who don't know, by the way, means girls love, right? The male equivalent to that is yaoi, I believe. Well, some people interpreted the meanings a little differently, but yeah. Anyway, right. What was that? That was one to address. Oh yeah, I like Yuri. Yes, I might not seem like it, but I do like sapphic relationships. Although I do not condone toxic relationships in real life, nor do I want to be in one. Yes. It's fascinating to see in fiction, okay? And let me clear that up, okay? It's not that I want to be, killed by a yandere girl in real life. It's just like, I like witnessing the story. Okay. Stream title? Yeah, it's true. Well, there's no lie in this, right? Hi, Faust. Right? I think that's the premise. Like, yandere Yuri. Hi, Stanley. Hello. Hello. Thank you for the 7 months off. Thank you. Hello. Fiction is okay? Not in real life. Yes. Do not condone toxic behavior in real life. No. Yanderes are only okay in fiction. They're very unhealthy in real life, alright? If you know a yandere, please direct them to the closest to therapy. Yes. To therapy. They will need that. Anyway, with that cleared up, right? Okay, hopefully. Hope you guys understand that I don't condone real toxic relationships. I've said that several times already. Right. So, here we go. Let's go. What? Wait. Yeah, okay. Clicked it. Alright. You are running through a forest. Oh. It is late at night, and the sky is as black as pitch. Ooh. The woods. Oh, wait. Let me up the music a little bit, maybe? There you go. It'd be toxic to you? Nah. I don't know how to be, honestly. Well, I mean, I can read from a script, but that's about it. There is nothing to light your way, save for the moon's milky glow, but its rays cannot reach you. Not properly. The trees, which surround you, jutting out of the earth like eerie monuments to a foreign god, are blotting out most of the light. You cannot see where you're going. Even if you had commenced your flight at a more sensible hour, however, with the light of the sun to aid you, it would be of little use. Flight? Like running, or are we actually flying? I'm not actually sure who's the witch. Are we the witch? Or are we an ordinary girl? I'm not sure. You do not know where you are going. You have no map. No route, no plan. You are running like a frightened animal, anxious and nervy, with no destination in mind. You have no desire as you run, save to escape. You cannot let yourself be caught. If that were to happen, you are certain that you would be ruined. You have no choice, therefore, but to keep going, On and on and on, though your feet are screaming at you for mercy. You have no idea how long you have been running. Time has begun to blend together. It has lost all meaning. Oh, hello, do you wish? Hello? Hours? Hours? Welcome. I'm playing a sapphic visual novel today. I'm excited. Something sharp snags at the hem of your skirt, but you do not have the luxury to pause and examine what has happened. Instead, you tug. Your skirt tears, the sound splitting through the forest, and you stumbled forwards with a shocked gasp. You are free, but at what cost? Your skirt has been I guess this word is hard to say. Irrevocably damaged. Sorry, I read this word more than I say this word. Gonna be cooking? Hope your food turns out well. Enjoy your food. It might be too late to worry about such trivial matters now, though. If you do not start running again, and soon, she will catch you. Who's she? Then your life will be over. You do not know if she is still following you, but you do not want to risk looking over your shoulder. If you were to see her silhouetted beneath a tree, looking at you with that sickly sweet smile, which once ensnared you, you would lose what little nerve you possess. Who's her? Your legs would lock up and your blood would freeze in your veins. Then you would crumple. You would fall, but you would not hit the ground. She would be there to catch you. Did she not promise when you made that contract that you would never be alone? You would like to take back that silly wish of yours, but it is too late for that. It is too late for a lot of things. All you can do is run. You run and run and run while icy fog swirls about your feet. It is cold enough to sap the heat from your body, and you shudder from it. It feels as though you were drowning. It feels as though you were being buried alive. Your knees and your shins, meanwhile, are bleeding. You cannot endure much more of this. But if you value your own life, you must. You run, and you run, and you run, until, at long last, you reach a fork in the road. There are 3 paths which split off through the forest. Well, 4 if you count the path down which you came. You cannot exactly double back on yourself, though. Not when you have put so much effort into running forwards. You can only press on. Oh, is this where we can make a choice? I wonder. The 3 paths are signposted, which is something of a strange sight given you're so deep in the forest. That sounds like a trick! Dark though it might be, you have grown accustomed to the shadows. You can just about pick out the writing on this old dilapidated signpost. Curved and slanted though it is. Your fate, if you will forgive me for sounding cliche, is in your hands. Now, I wonder... Hello, Quack! Thank you for the hydrate! How are you? Happy Pride Month, by the way! Thank you for the alert, Tisik. Thank you. I can't read. You try saying dilapidated. Okay, maybe it's not that hard a word to say, but it's not something I say often. Happy Pride Month, yeah. I'm playing a sapphic game, a visual novel. I had to celebrate. It's kind of something I'm gonna do every June. Play maybe one long sapphic visual novel. Yeah, well, no, sapphic game, really. Any sapphic game. Well, I forgot last year, but I did it this year. This is a relatively short one, though. It caught my interest because, well, toxic Yuri. And, well, also witches. Yay! Witches are really cool. Now, I wonder, which path will you take? Choices. Ooh. From what I understand, I think there's multiple love interests. I think. The one we're running from, I think, is also a love interest, but I'm not too sure. What sounds good? What sounds good? Ooh. Well, let's go to the first one. The shore. Let's go to the shore. So you want to go to the shore? Good idea. Not sure how. Unless we have a... can we swim out to escape, or is the witch like afraid of the water? A vampire and a werewolf? Who knows? Who knows? I have no idea. What will you discover there, I wonder? This night is far from over, and there are any number of adventures still waiting for you. I hope that you have prepared yourself in advance. And I do hope, for your sake, that you have learned how to swim. Oh, no! No, I have not learned how to swim. I don't know how to swim. I have a sneaking suspicion that this skill might come in handy. You follow the path which leads to the shore, supporting yourself on weary, aching limbs, which feel ready to snap at the knee beneath the burden of your weight. You're little more than a wisp of a girl, but you have been running for so very long. As your feet are so very numb, you feel like a great lumbering thing. You need to lie down, and quickly. You only hope, as you continue to run, that you will find a means to escape your current predicament by the shore. You do not know what awaits you, but you have visions of a harbor extending out to the horizon, cradling a fleet of white-sailed fishing vessels. Surely, there will be a kindly fisherman who will be willing to take you far, far away on his boat, to a place where your pursuer will not be able to find you? You can imagine, too, the face of this kindly fisherman. A face you have lifted from the fairy tales you read in abundance as a small child. Yeah, fun fact, yeah, I can't swim. I've tried, I've had lessons, but I simply just can't. He will have thick, bushy eyebrows and a dark brown beard streaked through with grey. He will look intimidating at a glance, but he will be fiercely protective of you, just like a father. You do not know what fathers are supposed to be like. Oh, we're fatherless too! You're only imagining. It is your imagination, however, which grants you the strength needed to keep going. The illustrations are really cool though. They look painted on. It looks like acrylic paint, or was it the canvas? I'm not sure what it's called, but there's a certain texture with that paper. It's very cool. You run to the shore. It takes some time before you finally emerge from the woods, but finally you do it. Oh, by the way, right? There will be characters and they will have art, so it's not all just abstract art the whole game. I presume it's just because we're seeing everything from the point of view of the protagonist. We're not seeing any, and we're currently alone, right? We're not seeing any character art at the moment. But if you go to the page, right, it gets so lonely here. This is a free game, by the way. You can play it yourself if you want. There's a page, and you'll be able to see some of the characters there. And the main character has pink hair, pink shortish hair. With I think she's wearing a school uniform, too. Huh. How much time, you ask? I cannot answer that. Did I not say that time has begun to lose all its meaning? Like literally? Eh? The forest is behind you now, at least, and all the awful nightmares that lurk within it. It is still cold, though, and still foggy. It is still dark, too. The sun has yet to rise. Hello, Lucretia. Hello, welcome. Playing a sapphic visual novel today. I'm looking forward to it. Whoa. You can see the moon more clearly now as it hangs above your head, round as any pearl or orb or crystal ball. Hello, Jules. Bless me? As in, you wish me luck? I'm so used to people saying that when I sneeze. Graphic Yuri? It's not graphic. I don't think, like, they'll go anywhere beyond kissing. I think. I mean, you've been told this is safe for work-ish. As safe for work as you can get with death involved in a yandere play. Happy July. Hey! I don't know why I typed out July, but... this is in reference to my schedule post, by the way, for those not in the know. It's June. It's still June. Hope you're doing well, Will Jules. Couldn't help it. I thought I had everything prepared. Oh, it's all good. The schedule's all nice and prepared. I've posted on everything. Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord. Oh, whoops, wrong month. It is late, yeah. It's still June though. Still Pride Month. Yeah. Yeah, this game won't get too graphic. There won't be imagery. Well, I mean, there won't be images of death, I think. But there will be descriptions of death. So your eyes will be safe, but your ears may not be. I don't know. Imagination, right? It depends on how good your imagination is. This is a pretty song, though. Ooh. The moonlight shines down upon the vertiginous cliffs, which plummet sharply downwards to an array of sharp, spiky rocks below. Sometimes nothing can be scarier. It's your imagination that can freak you out the most, really, sometimes. You felt, upon escaping the woods, a degree of hope. But the sight of these weather-blasted cliffs gives you a pause. You inhale. And then you frown. Now, what are you to do? You did not think this plan of yours through very well. Not that you had much in the way of a plan in the first place. There is little in the way of civilization here. The cliffs are far from the village. How far? You do not know. And you cannot see any houses. Where exactly will you rest your weary head, and what of your weary legs? Fitfully, you look around. There is nobody to your east, nor is there anybody to your west. Alone? There is no point in looking south. That is the way you came. And when you look to the north, the world falls away from you. The cliffs are too steep to scale, and it is too dark. Naturally, there is not a soul here to help you. You are on your own. Where's the girls? You feel so overwhelmed, you could very well cry. You do not cry, however. You know that tears have never helped anyone. You got yourself into this mess. Now, you need to get yourself out of it. It is with this thought in mind that you inhale a lungful of salty oceanic air. Then, you begin your exploration in earnest. You keep away from the edges of the cliffs, afraid that you might slip and take a sudden unfortunate tumble into the abyss below. Thank you for the head pat. Oh, did I not fix the head pat? I forgot to adjust it. Give me a second. I always forget weekly. Aye. Na 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 na. There you go. Head pat. Thank you. Hello, gamers. We're having a lovely Tuesday so far. You are not as attached to your mortal body as some humans are, but you do not want to die. What is the meaning of this? You're not as attached to your mortal body as some humans are? We're not human? What does this mean? You still care for yourself, if only a little. And it is the sense of self-preservation which compels you onwards. You glance this way and that, depressing the tall grass beneath your shoes as you search for a place of shelter. Surely, there must be somewhere. You cannot see any likely-looking settlements, but... Oh, what is that over yonder? Could that be a roof? You hurry onwards, hope buzzing anew in your heart until, at long last, you reach your destination. There is a house, after all, out here in the wilds, though it doesn't, at a glance, look very welcoming. The solitary house that you have discovered, not so far from the cliffs, is rather unremarkable. It is so small and squat, you cannot imagine it contains within it more than one floor. You cannot imagine that it contains much more than one room. Though it is dark, it is not dark enough to mask that the cottage has something of a slant in it. It is leaning listlessly to one side like a drunken sailor. Oh, this game is so descriptive. Ah, that's why I just miss about visual novels. It's very cool. The thatched roof, meanwhile, which tops this dwelling, has certainly seen better days. There is a hole in the thatch. There are several holes, in fact, and parts of it look particularly bare, almost bald. It is rather concerning. Should it rain, you will not be properly protected from the elements. Can you really stay the night in such a place? You have some misgivings. But do your misgivings matter, really, when there is nowhere else to go? It is not as though you have any other options. Well, we could run further, but we're tired, aren't we? It is with a sense of defeat, therefore, that you approach the cottage, which sticks out of the earth like a tombstone. Foreboding. Part of you wants to turn back, but you know, that would be foolish. The windows of the cottage are dark. That does not necessarily mean it is empty. It is rather late after all. Whoever lives here, if indeed anybody does live here, might be asleep. You cannot imagine the owners of this cottage will appreciate being roused so very late at night. You cannot let yourself worry too much about these small details, however. Otherwise, you will never get anywhere. You swallow. The taste of the salty sea breeze is pungent in the back of your nostrils. And you rap the knuckles of your right fist on the door. You rap quietly at first, but you do not hear any resultant shuffling inside the cottage. Perhaps you did not use enough strength. I feel like we'll probably break down the door if you... This cottage is frail, no? Emboldened, you rap your knuckles on the door for a second time, more loudly this time. You wait a few moments, but still, you cannot hear anything. Perhaps the cottage is unoccupied after all. You knock for a third time, then wait. The third time is, as they say, the charm. But for all that, your knocking goes unanswered. Well, nobody can say that you did not try. More intrigued now than anxious, your fingers find the handle of the door. You pull it down, and, to your surprise, it yields easily. The door swings back for you as if by magic. It feels almost as if this was preordained. You step foot inside the cottage, which is very dark, and glance around. It is hard to see given the lateness of the hour, but the cottage's interior is about as inspiring as its exterior. Which is to say, not very. Oh, I keep forgetting I can, like, look at the whole thing. I mean, I should probably, like, put this on a different hotkey. The middle button does, Let me see. I'll put this here. Okay, that works, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, fine, I'll save. It's a new thing, by the way. If you didn't notice. Oh, right, it makes me save. Maybe I should put in a different shortcut then. What's a good shortcut to put it on? I don't think I have anything on here, do I? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alright. Adjusted. It is every bit as small and as cramped as you fancied when you observed it from the outside. There are a few cupboards which line the walls, a wood fire which has since been extinguished, and a straw pallet on the floor which must function as a bed. Oh. It is a little murky, though. Hard to see. How long is this visual novel? Apparently it takes maybe roughly 2 to 3 hours to read through, but I'm streaming it, so like I'll be, talking to you guys, reacting. reading everything aloud. So maybe like 4 to 5 hours, maybe for me. There's a couple of endings. Some visual novels take like 300 hours to read through. This that if it would, if well, I mean, some of them do, not this one. This is free. That'd be really, really generous of them if it was like, yeah, if it was 300 hours of content. This is a free game. Your search is unsuccessful, however, when it comes to trying to locate other humans. You cannot find another soul. Surely, that is to your benefit, though? If nobody else lives here, then you might as well make yourself at home. 300 hours of Sapphic. Pretty sure that means the same thing, no? Sapphic and Yuri? I think. But it's not 300 hours. It's not. I'll probably end up spending the better part of summer reading the whole thing. Or as at home as one can be, I suppose, in a small cramped cottage such as this, with holes in the roof. You close the door behind you, then approach the straw pallet. All of a sudden, you feel incredibly weary. The tiredness that assails your limbs is absolute. So intense, it overcomes the last of your concerns. You settle down upon the straw pallet, yawning as you do. It's not comfortable, but being able to lie down eases some of your aches and pains. Are we safe yet, though, truly? Lying down, even on an uncomfortable makeshift bed such as this one, is better than standing. It is far, far better than running. Some rest. Your eyelids fall shut, your eyelashes melting together. And soothed by the sounds of the wind and the distant rolling of the waves, you fall asleep. Then, you begin to dream. It is not uncommon, of course, to dream. The best and the worst of us do it. From queens in their castles to peasants sleeping in the straw. Why? Who is to say that all you have observed tonight has not, in a sense, been a dream of its own? Would that make your nighttime fancies, then, a dream inside a dream? Perhaps our dreams are empty, hollow things, stacked inside one another, like little wooden dolls. Is that not a whimsical thought? How very droll. Your dreams, however, cannot be called whimsical, and neither are they particularly droll. They are not pure fabrications, as dreams sometimes are, fleeting fancies which can never come to pass. Your dreams are of a rather more pernicious sort. In your dreams, you are at the conservatoire, with your red hair tied back into 2 prim, proper braids. You are walking through the courtyard, clutching your books to your chest as you make your way to the library. Your head is bowed, so as to not look at the faces of your passing classmates. You do not want to meet their eyes. These girls, with their sensible braids and their sensible shoes, are merciless. You hunch your shoulders together in this dream of yours, so as not to draw their attention. But alas, it is not enough. You stumble, clumsy thing that you are, and you fall. And just like that, all eyes are upon you. Oof. Oof, I relate to this part. They, they are staring at you. They are laughing at you. You lay there, on the ground, by the fountain, your books scattered and your skirt a woeful state of disarray. Your knee hurts. Is it bleeding? You examine your injured leg, trying not to cry. And as this transpires, you hear a voice. One of your classmates is calling out to you. She has acknowledged you. You look up shyly, tears beating in your eyes, at a girl taller than you and prettier and much more refined. She extends her hand towards you. Does she mean to help you? It cannot hurt to try, can it? Hesitantly, you reach out to accept her offered aid. Her fingers curl around yours, tightly, perhaps too tightly. Is this girl obsessed with us? Is she one of the yanderes? Ayosku, hello, good evening or good morning to you, right? Doing good, doing good. Excited to play a sapphic visual novel today. It's a visual novel, which means I'll be doing a lot of reading. Not so much gameplay, but a lot of reading. Her nails dig into your skin. It hurts. Oof. Wait, is she this girl being mean or is she like a yandere? Hey, you gotta go to gym? I always stream at the same time, sadly. Well, almost always, but pretty much at the same time. Maybe you could listen while, I don't know, doing your exercises? But good luck. Get your gains. Thanks for dropping by, Stanley. It's appreciated. Deftly, the girl pulls you to your feet. Your legs feel weak from your fall, and your knee is still aching, still bleeding. You stumble, feeling out of sorts, but you are not afforded much of an opportunity to gather your bearings. The girl's hands are on your shoulders. She is laughing at you. Then she is pushing you. Oh, mean. The sound of the fountain and the running water, which drums against this basin, is all of a sudden very loud. It is overwhelming. It surrounds you. Then it engulfs you. It is cold as ice. You cannot breathe. The rushing of the water continues, echoing in your eardrums over and over, and then... At least the books are safe. The Osa's priorities. Books are expensive though, right? No. You do not want to remember this. What good will it do? It is in the past, where the past ought to remain. You are never going to go back, not even in your dreams. It is this determination which forces you back into the world of the waking with a start. They actually had someone breathing for this? Oh. You gasp like a fish as you sit upright, your eyes unnaturally wide. You feel wearied from a lack of sleep, and with half-lidded eyes, you glance about. It is still dark inside your cottage. The sky visible from beyond the windows, splashed still with stars. How long were you asleep? Still night, huh? You're not sure. Your dream was so very detailed. It really did feel that you had been transported into a different time, into a different place. When you inhale, you can taste rank, fluted water in your mouth, from the fountain. Tentatively, you pat yourself down, your fingers trailing against the front of your uniform. I'm guessing we're like still school age. We're still wearing a uniform. Oh, Stitch Flakes, welcome. Hi, hi. Reading a visual novel today. Fun, fun. So vivid was your dream, and you half expected to find that your clothes are damp. This is not the case, however. You are, in fact, perfectly dry. Well, now, what are you to do? Will you go back to sleep? That sounds like the best option available to you. You are very tired. But your senses feel too overwrought, all of a sudden, for sleep. I'm enjoying it, yeah. I love how descriptive it is, even if there's sometimes vocabulary I don't sure how to pronounce. It's interesting so far. You do not think you could bear it. On unsteady legs, you rise to your feet, then stand by the window. You look out to the starry sky and to the pitted moon which hangs amongst them, and you frown. You can hear the wind outdoors, howling like an injured animal, and more softly the ebb and flow of the waves as they meet the cliffs. But that is not all. What is that sound? Why, it is almost like singing. Someone outside! Wait, are we gonna meet a mermaid? Like a siren? It's really a siren since this is a horror visual novel. Or game. Kinda. The voice is far away enough that you cannot pick out any individual words, nor even the individual syllables. But there is a haunting quality to it all. The singer, whoever they are, possesses quite the pretty voice, high and clear like a bell. The song is a melancholy one which stirs your heart. Thank you for the follow, Stitch Flakes. Thank you. Welcome. Hope you're comfy. I'll basically be reading you guys a story today. Curiosity takes root inside you, as it did during that fateful day you found the book in the library. Loved it. Thank you. Logically, you know you should not go outdoors to seek the source of that singing. But emotionally, that is another matter altogether. You really should have learned your lesson by now. You should know better than to go sticking your nose into business which does not concern you. But naughty little girls such as you never do learn. You cross the old fisherman's cottage as though in a dream, then reach for the handle of the door. The handle depresses easily enough beneath your grasping fingers, and the door opens with a click. The rest of the world yawns before you, framed in a doorway, all of it bathed in moonlight. You thought it was cold inside the old cottage, but it is colder still now that the door is open. Oh, hello, Michelle. Hello. Hope you're having a good Tuesday and keeping comfy. I'm playing a visual novel today. Sapphic visual novel. Well, it's mostly a bit novel-ish. Not so much gameplay, but a lot of reading. Woohoo. Had your first exam today? Oh, I hope it went well. I'm sure it did. Yeah. Surviving. We all are. We all are. Got another tomorrow, so you're cooked. Oh, busy. Never, no rest, huh? Stream's been good. Stream's been good. How'd I enjoy the hero thing? Well, being a hero has its ups and downs, I'll say. I guess. There's a lot of responsibility, even if, I've been isekai. Basically, right? I really should have a command for my lore video. Well, it's in my YouTube channel if you wanna watch it. But basically, I've been reverse isekai over to the present day Earth, modern day Earth, right? Yes. And I'm separated from my party. Not doing that much heroing right now. Hi, Ryane. Wait, did I say hi? I'm not sure. Hello. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm playing a sapphic visual novel today. I've been looking forward to this. For about a week, actually. Yes. Probably should have started playing this last week, but well, I'm playing it today. Toxic Yuri, yeah, fascinating, isn't it? But yeah, take heed of the wording in the pinned message, please. If you, in case you're young or sensitive to anything, right? Toxic Yuri shouldn't be emulated, or toxic relationships will stop. All right. You got curious, you're looking at it because it caught your eye. Yeah. I'm happy you're curious about it. You misheard toxic Yuri is in Suffolk. Suffolk. Sapphic. In case you don't know what sapphic means, it's basically girls love, eerie, women loving women type of thing. So this is a visual novel about girls liking other girls. But some of them are pretty evil today. Some of them want to kill you. It's safe for work though, right? I don't think they'll do anything beyond kissing. So if you're worried about needing bleach for your eyes at any point, don't worry. Your eyes are safe. Your eyes are safe. At the very least, your eyes are. Because I think, yeah, they don't really have graphic depictions of stuff, but they do have descriptions of stuff. So just keep that in mind. An unpleasant wind rushes forth to meet you, knifing mercilessly through the fabric of your uniform. You look across the cold, inhospitable landscape, your fingers clenched into fists at your sides. I'm trying my best to be a good narrator, but I'm so bad with long words. Thank you for the hydrate, Oni. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for the head pat. Add in 2 minutes? Alright. So I'm into yandere now. Well... I guess. Well, it's not like I've not been... I'm interested in them, but only in fiction, okay? Somehow, I don't know. Straight Yuri... No, sorry. Straight yandere is a little boring, but... Yandere Yuri has, like... just a little bit more... to it. How do I explain this? It's a little bit more interesting for me. I misspoke. I mean, Well, no, straight yanderes is what I meant to say. I don't know, it's a little boring. But yandere yuris, a little bit more spice, yes. You know, like so, okay, yeah, but it's not for that. It's because he's a childhood friend who cares a lot about you. It's not because he's a yandere. Although it does make him interesting a little bit, but still. Thank you for the cash, Amina. Thank you. I got a speed buff, Shiro. I childhood friends. Yes. I have a weakness towards that trope. Haha. Titus. Aww. Yeah. Happy Pride Month, by the way, guys. Yes, I have a tradition, or used to have a tradition of playing a Sapphic game every June. I forgot about it last year, and picking it back up this year. This may not be the only Sapphic game I play, actually, but yeah, I'll see, I'll see. Happy Pride Month, yeah! I mean, I think this one's quite short, and it'd be a shame to play only one, you know? We have a happy homosexual. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, to sort of summarize... Well, actually, there hasn't been that much going on in this story so far. Thank you for the 10-bit, Shiro. Thank you. We're running from this mysterious entity chasing us in the woods, and we stopped by this this ruined shack by the beach, by the shore. And we've heard singing outside, so we wandered outside, wondering who's this beautiful voice. Oh, ads. Okay. I shall be right back then. I'll be back after the ads and to continue reading. Okay, sit tight, guys. Alrighty. We're back. Back to Toxic Eerie game. Let's go. So, right, we're following this mysterious singing voice, which is probably a siren. Ooh. You look across... I read this, alright. Then, you step out into the unknown. You canvas the cliff face led by nothing more than that luxurious singing. Okay, this definitely sounds like is leading us to a siren. So haunting and ethereal is this voice as it hangs on the breeze. It would be enough to send 1,000 ships off to war. You keep walking into the night until you reach the very edge of the cliffs where they drop downwards into empty air. You ought not to go any further, but the voice has yet to cease. Hi Felix, hello, hi, hi. Hope you have had a good Tuesday so far. We're over here playing a sapphic visual novel today. Well, sapphic means like Yuri, girls love, women, girls liking girls type of game. Although, don't worry, this is a safe for work. safe for work? Safe for work as it can be, considering there's like yanderes in here, death and stuff. But yes, lots of reading involved today. I hope you're comfy. You can still hear it echoing inside your head. It compels you to act. You look down at the shore, which seems like a dizzying distance away, then out to the ocean, which is breaking against the scattered rocks below. Your eyes narrow with determination. Then, you take a step towards the cliff. These cliffs are steep, and the rocks below them are sharp. Oh. You can see them glinting in the darkness, their tips jagged like the teeth of hungry predators. The cold wind blows, rocking your hair, and you shudder from it. Your shoes were not built for scaling cliffs, and your heels do not have much in the way of purchase, particularly not when the cliffs are so steep. Clinging to the cliffs is no small feat, yet you are determined to ease yourself down into the shore, in one piece preferably. The wind is so powerful, it feels as though there is something deliberately malicious to it. I completely HSS that story took you through. It'll be getting pretty long. My day's been alright, I'd say. Been properly productive, I'd say. By the way, right, for those who just got here, I got a new toggle, kind of partly because of this game. I made a new toggle. Maybe I should put it on a different shortcut. I didn't mean to delete the screenshot split. That was annoying. That'll be a good one. Oh, that'll do, that'll do. Yes. New toggle. You'll probably see it in my thumbnail, right? Thumbnail on Twitter. You wonder during your descent if it means to knock you off your perch on purpose, to cast you down to the rocks below. Well, if that's what it wants, then you refuse to give it the satisfaction. You can be awfully stubborn at times, and now is one of them. You continue to climb. Well, how long have you been at it now? Until at long last your feet meet the shoreline below. You have made it, and you did not sustain too many injuries. To the bottom of the cliff. Your palms are throbbing, yes. After gripping those rocks, and you might have a few cuts, but your wounds are of a shallow and superficial sort. Things could have been worse. Wow. Considering that they just scaled the cliff downwards, right, from top to bottom, just to get closer to this person who's singing, a complete stranger. You flex your fingers. You feel uncomfortably numb and cold alongside it. Your skin is prickling, but at least you can still feel discomfort. At least it is still attached to your bones, where it ought to be. Your vital organs concealed within the hollow cavity of your body. You have a lot to be thankful for. This night has, by and large, been quite successful. There are no longer any obstacles between you and the mysterious voice which lulled you outdoors. Now you must find them. You set off down the shore on the hunt of the singing voice which has captivated you so. You sidestep sharp, jagged rocks which jut out of the sand like teeth. The rocks which cannot be circumnavigated. Meanwhile, you clamber over. All the while, the sound of the sea mingles with that of the singing. It provides an ethereal, haunting backdrop to your exploration, one which further adds to the surreality of your moonlight stroll. It's in here. Yeah, totally read everything smoothly. The waves lap against the shore, then recede shyly, pushed and pulled by the bleached white moon which hangs overhead. The oceans that you have seen in your library books were all blue as sapphires, but this ocean is different. It is so late at night, it looks black instead. The undulating surface of the water reminds you of a mirror, though its depths are even deeper and much more mysterious. A sense of foreboding settles upon you, but you try to quash it. You will not let yourself be afraid. Oh! Oh! Wait. Siren? I think? It's a siren. Oh. You round a corner. Your feet unsteady in their sensible brown shoes. And then, at long last, you see her. There is a woman sitting upon a rock out in the ocean. Alright, didn't I tell you guys that there would be character art at some point? It is pretty though. This is one of the things that attracted me to this game. The art is nice. How's the yandere dating so far? Well, we just met a mermaid. Well, siren I think she is. We just met them, so far nothing has started. I hope your food turns out good. Has turned out good, Faust. The woman's eyes are closed and her lips are parted. Her expression soulful. She is singing. Is this supposed to be her singing? I wonder. Her hair, which is fair, flutters around her face like a shroud, which adds to her otherworldly aura. Her eyes might be closed, but her lashes are long and luxuriant like a doll's. Her lips, meanwhile, which are parted in song, are soft like freshly plucked petals of a flower. Oh yeah, the main character is definitely a lesbian. You don't really notice that unless you're into the into the other gender, the same gender. Well, I suppose into women. Okay. Spicy adobo. Ooh, in pineapple. Taking a break. I'm gonna yes that. Yeah. Nice. Her face is perfect, as are her proportions. Her neck is tall and slender, like the stem of a flower. As for the lower half of her body, meanwhile, well, it is nothing like anything you have ever seen before. It is here, and here alone, that the woman betrays your narrow, human definitions of beauty, for her legs are non-existent. Rather than two awkward appendages, this woman has instead the sleek, shimmering tail of a fish. Is she not, then, a human? She cannot be, not with a tail like that. This unusual sight makes you gasp, and quite audibly at that. You do not mean to be rude, but you cannot help yourself. Humans tend to react poorly to things they do not understand. At least, you do not scream. That would be even ruder. Oh my. Oh, her eyes are open. Oh my gosh. Big blue eyes. She's not a reverse mermaid legs of a human top half of a fish. How do they swim? I thought it was like the main part for like yeah, main force behind their swimming would be the tail, no? Human legs are not made to swim effectively. But yes. This is the fairer sort, I guess. Unless you find the head of a fish attractive, but well, to each their own. No, Faust, no. You meant to observe the mermaid from a distance, but it would appear that your shocked gasp was enough to attract her attention. The fish-tailed vision, sitting upon the rocks, is looking at you. Her Her gaze is so piercing, it feels almost as if she is looking through you. Your heart seems to stop inside your chest as if by some manner of magical spell. You thought the mermaid pretty when you first observed her sitting on that outcrop of rock, her face turned in profile. Now she is looking at you, however, you can see that you were mistaken. She's not just pretty. She is beautiful. So much so, it is almost unnerving. She looks as though she has stepped out of the pages of a picture book. She is simply too perfect to belong to this world. Perhaps she is some kind of vision? A waking dream? A hallucination? But no, she is none of those things. Her tail might be an impossible thing, but its scales look slick and wet regardless, like those of any fishes it might find in the market. These scales are iridescent and bathed beneath the light of the moon. They seem almost to glow. The sight of her rather takes your breath away. You look at the mermaid. She looks back at you. You prepare yourself, expecting some sort of altercation. Good luck with your revision and good luck for your exam tomorrow, Michelle. Thanks for dropping by. But the surprise soon fades from the mermaid's face. Her lips, which once were pursed in a frown, now shift upwards. She's smiling at us. She's smiling. Oh. Are those fangs? I have no idea. Then she says, in a refined sort of voice, My, it really is good to see a human again. Particularly a human girl. I was beginning to fear that your kind had all disappeared, and I would no longer have anybody left to tell me of the world above the waters. Wait, have all humans died or something? Are we the last human alive? What's going on? Huh? Huh? My, this is quite the effusive greeting. The mermaid's introductory speech is positively brimming with the excitement of a sweet, girlish variety. At least she's nicer than the bullies we had at school, I think. She is rather amicable. Rather more amicable than the fine polish of her syllables would make one suggest. Wait, what does that mean? Does she speak with a British accent? I don't know. Oh, right. Most of people went mukbang on humans. That is a possibility. Mukbang. You might be a well-bred lady yourself with an accent to match, but you cannot help but feel overwhelmed. Anxiously, you observe the mermaid, and you ask her what she means. What happened? Wait, is that us actually asking? Oh my, okay. Oh. As to that, I'm afraid I cannot say. I have been sitting on these rocks and singing for many, many nights, but nobody has come to see me. There have been no lovely humans for me to play with. You skipped gym to watch his stream. she Our Lady of the Sea. you can make up for it later, right, Stanley? I think. Or do it in the morning. Thank you though, thank you. But yeah, it's up to you, right? There's always the VOD, you know. Or you could play this yourself, but It's free. It's a free game. Hmm. But if you wanted to watch me narrate this, yes. I do think I'll keep the VOD somewhere. Maybe. In some form. We'll see. We'll see. I was beginning to wonder whether your kind had disappeared altogether. I feared some manner of calamity had occurred while I was slumbering beneath the water's surface, and your kind had been eradicated. You shudder, then reassure the mermaid to the contrary. Really? You do not know about the humans that she used to speak with, but you, at least, have not been eradicated. We're alive and breathing, thank you very much. You don't like watching us? The good thing about stream is the ability to chat. True. React in real time. You are still here. Yes, well, I can see that. The mermaid answers with a light laugh. It really is a relief. My fellow merpeople who live beneath the water told me not to worry so, but I could not help myself. Maybe she is just a mermaid and not a siren, but considering this is a horror game, I think sirens are the scarier variety, aren't they? Living and breathing for now until she became the wackiest sick for monster. The mermaids the humans. I don't know. Why is she trying to attract humans, right? She's like, she mentioned singing, right? Singing, looking for people. Why? Why? I have always been fond of you humans. It was rather sobering, sitting here night after night on my own. It gets so lonely here. Title drop. Mermaids eat humans. I think sirens do, right? Or something. Well, sirens in mythology would attract men, I suppose typically men, right? Sailors with their singing and drown them. And they're the more evil, right? They're the evil, malicious variety of mermaids. But I think sometimes in some stories, right, sirens don't even know that humans can't breathe underwater. So it's just, well, ignorance, really. Do they eat lesbians as well? Maybe? I'd imagine so. I don't think your sexual orientation changes your diet. Usually. Now, that is an interesting turn of phrase. It catches inside your head like a burr. Have you heard it before? You didn't know it, narrator. So, dear human, did you say that you're unfamiliar with these parts? Hesitantly, you examine the mermaid. The difference between harpies and sirens. Sirens are half bird, and mermaids mixed up with siren. Really? Are they? I thought sirens are like, well, mermaids, but evil. No? Well, at least that's how they're depicted usually. Thoughtless, though you might be at times, you are not so very self-centered that you cannot detect the note of longing in the mermaid's voice. It is evident, as she looks at you, that she is hoping for a particular answer to her query. Siren and mermaids have a thing in common, alluring singing. Harpies are the ones that are half-birds? I think sirens... well, they have fishtails, right? They swim? This answer, alas, is not one you can furnish her with. You do not want to lie to her. It is after some hesitation, therefore, as you reaffirm your earlier words, though this time you embellish them. You tell the mermaid that you are a traveler from a far-off land, one which is very dissimilar to this one. Wait, what? Are we another worlder? What? Wait, that would kind of explain things. So this is a post-apocalyptic world, maybe? And we're an otherworlder somehow, who came from a normal world, maybe. Too hungry to think it deep. Oh, you could Google it. Isekai Yuri, maybe. It is not a complete fabrication. You tell her that you've only just arrived by this shore and you are unfamiliar with both with your immediate surroundings and those further afield. If there is a village nearby, then you have never set foot in it. You do not know what this village is like, nor how many inhabitants it boasts. You do not know if a calamity, as the mermaid grimly supposed, has struck this land. But if she fears all the humans within the immediate vicinity have been laid low by some mysterious malady, then she needn't worry overly on that score. Alright, stay safe in the shower then. You are still alive. Are you not, you wonder, enough to satiate her curiosity with the human realm? Yes, that is true. You are here. I am grateful, naturally, for your company, although... Wistfully, the mermaid sighs. I was rather hoping you might be able to bring me some news of the nearby village and of its inhabitants. This makes you wonder. Was there a particular person from this village she was close to? So you were able to work that much out? The mermaid answers with a small smile. You are an intelligent one, aren't you? Oh, did we ask her? Your past professors would beg to differ on that score. You were always awful when it comes to academics, mathematics in particular. Waiting for her organic Uber Eats with legs. Well, she wants us to carry her to the village, you think? You could never get your head all around all the numbers. Your stern, stony-faced math professor used to despair on you. But she is not here. None of them are here. It's just you now, and the mermaid, and she does not need to know about your dismal academic record. You allow yourself a small smile touched by her compliment and tell her that it was nothing more than a lucky guess. For a guess, it was remarkably accurate. You were quite right. I did have a close friend from the nearby village. She was very dear to me. Thank you for the hi, JAB. Thank you. I'm gonna go drink some tea. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm playing a sapphic visual novel today. Been looking forward to this all week. Been a while since I played a visual novel. I'll be doing a lot of reading today. Happy Pride Month, by the way. It's like a sort of tradition for me to play a sapphic game. on June. Yeah. Yes. June. Oh, I forgot last year, right? So far I've only done it for 1 year, but hey. I intend to make it a thing, right? A yearly thing. Internally, you congratulate yourself on this piece of detective work. How very clever you are. There are many humans in this world, of that I know. The human who spoke with me, however, was special. She was my human. Ooh. Like, like, partner? Romantic partner? You do not fail to catch the possessive note in the mermaid's voice. Oh, possessive. Ooh. Ooh. And I cherished her dearly. She would come to me on my rock late at night when she was finished with her chores, and we would talk. I asked her a good number of questions about the human realm and about her customs. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. She could be lying, right? It could have been a one-sided relationship, but... And again, if she's a mermaid, she can't really go to her. The other girl has to go to her. Sorry, that might sound confusing. Yes, the other girl has to go to the mermaid, right? And not the other way around. Because it can't be the other way around. This isn't so one-sided, right? I fear my endless inquiries must have been rather tedious, but she was always happy to indulge me. She never once scorned me for my ignorance, and neither did she make me feel like a fool. She always made time for me, no matter how many demands she had on her time. Could be. She was a farmer's daughter, and she was awfully busy from dawn until dusk, threshing hay and taking the animals out to pasture. She told me of her work, and I marveled at her. Slender though she was, she possessed a truly tremendous amount of strength. I, who have lived in the ocean all of my life, cannot countenance working as hard as she did, but she bore her burdens without complaining. She was not the prettiest human who has walked the earth, but that mattered not to me. Aww. Her conversation was engaging, and I knew, through our continued encounters, that she meant no ill will. She did not even have a single drop of malice in her heart. The wistful manner in which the mermaid speaks of her friend makes you feel, for a few brief moments, a flicker of some ugly primordial emotion. Wait, what? Jealousy? We're already jealous? We just met this lady. Could it be jealousy? It is painful, isn't it? To hear others wax poetic about those they hold dear, particularly when you yourself have never been regarded in such an intimate and so intimate a manner. Are we talking about here the mermaid? The player. The player is the yandere all along. Oh my god. Maybe we're both yandere, right? Maybe. Mermaid. The mermaid's talking about her former lover, who I presume might have passed away by now, maybe. And the main character is feeling jealous, even though we just met. They just met. Well, they're feeling jealous. I think it's probably envy here, maybe. Because they want to be loved so dearly. Like, this mermaid loved her lover, right? Which I understand. You have, for many, many years, been woefully alone. Oh, thank you for the head pat, Ariel. Thank you. Hi, Felix. Redirection bug. Eh? What? Hope you're doing well, Felix. Hello. Hi, I just met you. It's crazy. This is my owl number? Send me letters. What? Listen, yeah, hope you enjoy. I'm playing a sapphic visual novel today, so there will be lots of reading. ASMR like even. Yeah, enjoy your cookie. Ooh, I hope you guys are comfy. have something nice to drink. And well, yeah, because it's toxic Yuri with yandere in there. Yeah, mentally prepare yourself for death. Maybe. I don't know. It is comfy. Glad. I'm glad. But you are not alone now. You are with the mermaid and she is with you. And though she might prefer to be in the company of an industrious farmhand, the farmhand is not here. You've got us. Yes. Where did she go? Oh, if only I knew. She quite simply disappeared one day. Almost as if she had been whisked away by a wicked spirit. That seemed like quite the anticlimactic ending for such a close relationship. Did the farmhand not tell her companion beforehand that she might one day disappear? Maybe it was unexpected. No, she did not. Nothing of the sort happened. It was all very sudden. So, you ask, feeling affronted upon the mermaid's behalf, did she not give you any warning? Not a single one. And when, you ask, did she disappear? I did not know, in truth. Wait, are you immortal? How long have you been singing here on the shore? Time is a strange concept to beings such as myself, particularly as it seems to ebb and flow differently both above and below the surface. Oh. Oh. You humans have a strange compulsion to pin down and to place labels upon everything. You have names for your seasons, and for your months, and even for your days of the week. Oh. It is all very precise. It's to keep order, right, in the human world. We merfolk, however, do not bother with such affairs. Perhaps because we live for so much longer than you humans do. We have no need to obsessively document our days. Not when we have so many of them at our disposal. This curious remark catches your attention. We're precise because we don't want to miss our wishes. Good luck catching this surfish, by the way, guys. How long exactly do mermaids live for? I guess we're asking this to her. The mermaid does not look much older than you do, but you cannot help but wonder. My, nosy, aren't we? The mermaid asks, and she laughs. A soft tinkling sound, like that of a bell, which makes you blush. I like her smile though, it looks cute. Like, I like it, her teeth shows. It's cute. Were you being nosy? Perhaps you were. You've always had a thirst for knowledge. Not of the dry, dusty academic variety, but of stories peopled with strange persons. Literature was the only subject you were ever any good at. Again, it is hard for me to quantify. But to put it in terms a human like you can understand, I suppose. We mermaids can live for centuries. Whoa. What? So she's probably like a few hundred years old? New game. Yeah. You're driving, just going home from work. So keep your eyes on the road then. Yeah. An aerial in one piece is the best kind of aerial. Centuries? That is quite the surprise. But perhaps it shouldn't be. You have been subjected to any number of surprises tonight. What is one more to add to the pile? What were we running from, I do wonder? They have not explained that yet. I have not been waiting quite that long, however, for my friend to return to me. I think it has been but a few seasons. It might not sound like much, but... been a few years? Huh. Never before have I been so aware of the passage of time. Aww. I have experienced any number of wants during my life, but I have never wanted anything quite as badly as I want to see her. Aww. I wish she would sit with me and she would talk to me just one more time. But perhaps I am asking for an impossibility. I have been waiting for long enough now to presume that she will not be returning to me. A few seasons is a lot, isn't it? Maybe like half a month, or it could be like half a year, sorry, even half a year to a few years, really. Hi Ahmad, hello. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We're playing a sapphic visual novel today, lots of reading. I fear that something must have happened to her, or to her family, or perhaps to her whole village. You can hear the worry throbbing in the mermaid's voice, so potent that for a few moments you swear you can feel the depths of her sorrow within your own breast. Her sadness over this human girl is a deep, dark thing, almost fathomless. You cannot let yourself indulge it for too long, otherwise you fear you might drown in it. Ruefully, you tell the mermaid once more that you cannot help her. You were only a traveler after all. What do you know of a single insignificant farmhand in a nearby village? I hope we didn't actually say insignificant to her. That'd be so cruel. Yes, I thought you might say that. It is quite unfortunate, but... oh well. I ought not to reflect upon all that I am missing. That would be churlish of me, and it would not be fair to you either. You did not approach me, I am sure, with the hope of hearing about all of my woes. I should be grateful instead for all it is that I do have. I still do have my long, long life, which stretches before me like a golden cord. And, of course, I have you now. Does she? Does she have us? Does she? The confidence, oh my gosh. Do I not? I ought to go soon, before my absence is noticed. But will you not come and visit me again tomorrow night? I think I would like that. I have always enjoyed speaking to humans. You make me feel less alone. What about your other mermaids? Let's be dating. You cannot help but feel, as the mermaid observes you with those enchanting eyes of hers, that she does not truly wish to speak to you for your sake. She just... Not because we're interesting, but just because we're human, right? We're the only human around. She wants to use you instead as a substitute for the farmhand that she has been missing so very ardently. No. We're gonna be a replacement? Oh, that's a horrible way to start off a relationship. We're the only human around? My assumption is that this is a post-apocalyptic world where only, I guess, monster girls or something? Or crazy girls have survived. Rebound relationship. The thought stings, though you really ought to be used to it. Still, to be held in lower esteem than a farmhand of all things. Oh my god, why do you have to say this stuff? The main character, I think, is like a young lady from a private school, like a fancy school. So she's like, a mere farmhand. Oh gosh, she's so prideful. Someone to fill in the gaps. It makes your self-esteem sting. Isekai dojo sama. Think so, maybe? You try not to let the mermaid notice this, though. The woes of your past are not her fault, much as the woes of her past are not yours. It is silly, in any case, to be jealous of a girl who might very well be dead. True enough, I guess. We got a better chance than they do. What with us being alive? That is what you tell yourself. That it is the only way to prop up your bruised sense of self-worth. You would, you tell the mermaid, after a pause, like to see her again. You would like that very much. Oh, thank you. I have been feeling very gloomy for quite some time, but seeing you has invigorated me. Finally, it feels as though I can smile again. Did she not smile, you wonder, after her friend disappeared? Oh. I did not, no. I did not have the heart. Without her, the world seemed very dull and drab. Your company has cheered me immensely. I did not, no. I did not have the heart. Without her, the world seemed very... Wait, I think I read this already, eh? What? Oh well. This is why I like humans so much. You're not callous and unfeeling, like the merfolk who live beneath the water surface. Really? They're like that? You're much kinder than they are. Oh, if only she knew. Oh, if only... If the mermaid was aware, I wonder, of how petty you are and how jealous, would she still care for you? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Main character being a bit... What's the word? Pompous? A bit of a flawed human, right? It's quite refreshing because, well, I'm used to sort of the innocent, can do no wrongs or protagonist. From, well, I mean, a lot of Otome games, I guess. A lot of, like, games like this. They aren't cold-blooded for no reason. Probably. They live in the sea, right? I'm not actually sure. Do fish who live in the sea? Are they cold-blooded? Are they? Well, that is neither here nor there. We're claiming back to the shack? Oh my gosh. You agree to meet with the mermaid come sundown the following night. Then make your slow, stumbling way back up the cliffs. Then to the cottage you have purloined as your own. We're staying here, huh? Once indoors, you settle down upon your pallet. Then you close your eyes. The sighing of the wind outside and the distant roiling of the waves against the rocks do not disturb you. You feel, after your midnight encounter of a marish kind, marish, quite at ease, perhaps prematurely so. This is a yandere game, you shouldn't let you down your guard. What happened to the icy fear which prompted your frantic flight through the forest? Right! I thought we were running from something. Are we not running any further than this? Where has all that gone? The girl has to be a siren. She hypnotized us. For sure. Do you not think you're being a bit complacent? No? Oh well. You will. Hot-blooded being under the sea is very concerning. Like, do they live near volcano vents? It could. He is about to go missing. She is, huh? Maybe. The following morning, when it arrives, is cloudy and overcast. It is not a particularly pleasant morning, but at least it is not raining. Morning. That is some small consolation. Wow, the shack at daylight, wow. Doesn't look all that much better, but hey. You rise from your straw pallet, stretching, and then glance about the interior of the fisherman's cottage. It looked dilapidated last night, when much of it was obscured by the shadows, but it looks even more so when subjected to the morning light. The MC is a woman? Yeah, this is why this is a sapphic game. Sapphic means girl. Liking girl, and not in a friendship way, not platonic way. Thank you for the head pat, thank you. The cottage's interior has a distinct, disquieting disappearance of having been abandoned in a hurry. There is broken pottery strewn upon the ground and a singular wooden chair, which once must have stood by the singular wooden table, is lying on the floor. Thank you for the hydrate, AB, thank you. The doors of the cupboards, meanwhile, are ajar. The shelves within are depressingly bare. A quick search reveals a handful of edibles, but there is precious little to be getting on with. Huh. Wait, so this food... Aren't we hungry? We have never eaten anything, right? Have a nice place, thank you. I do my best to, well, make my narration sound pleasant. Even if I'm struggling with some long words like dilapidated. Dilapidated is not a word I read aloud often. If you wish to live here comfortably, you will have to look into foraging. You ate very little last night, and your stomach is empty. It was the malcontented rumblings of your stomach, in actual fact, which roused you from your slumber. A bedtime story. Yeah. Well, yeah. As I mean, I don't know if you find like yandere yuri stories, horror stories, a bedtime story thing, but it can be actually. Yeah, sometimes, right? Back in the day, I used to listen to like people, was it reading horror stories to sleep, kinda. If it's Yuri, then it's sleepable. Yeah, just because it's Yuri. Not the bedtime story. Scaring yourself to sleep. Well, it could work. It could work. Sometimes it's not even like the content or what you're listening to well, the words themselves that matter. It's the, like, the cadence of the voice or something. It's like the way everything's been narrated. That gets you sleepy. You are not thinking of your own physical discomforts. You are dwelling instead upon the events of the night prior. You cannot help but think of the mermaid. Did you truly meet an aquatic maiden last night during your nightly stroll when you could not sleep? It sounds unreal, especially now that the sun has risen and the shadows from the night prior have dispersed. You cannot quite believe it. It must have been a dream. But why, then, can you recall it so very clearly? You help yourself to the scant food and drink available to you, all the while thinking of your next course of action. Now, what are you to do? You plan, of course, to return to the shore before nightfall, so that you might once again see the mermaid, but the night will not arrive for quite some time. You need to find some means of keeping yourself occupied until then. The uninspiring interior of the cottage does not furnish you with any particular ideas, so you decide to go for a walk. Your soul still ache after your exertions last night, but if you go slowly, you ought to be alright. That is what you hope, at least. You do not want to spend much longer than you have to in the fisherman's cottage, no matter how cold it might be outdoors. It's almost as cold inside as it is out, and in any case, the cottage is far too small. You leave the cottage behind you and set off. You do not know where exactly you are going, but you suppose it does not matter overly much. You do not have any particular destination in mind. Oh. Your meanderings lead you to the cliffs, which are steep and sharp. The drop to the shore is a perilous one, so much so that you have to wonder how you were able to descend the cliffs the night prior to meet the mermaid. Hypnosis is a powerful thing, I think. The cottage is too poor for her Ojo taste. Oh, for sure. You are rather more determined than you ever realized. Though I, of course, could have told you that much. You're surprisingly capricious for such a small, slender human. Who's the narrator? They're inhuman, obviously, I think. What? You walk along the side of the cliffs, keeping a sensible distance away from the drop to the shore. You might have survived last night's excitement unscathed, but you do not fancy trying your luck. It would be so like you, really, to avoid a drop to your death in the darkness, only to tumble during the morning's light and take an irreversible tumble. Your fortunes have never been the fairest. Oh, pretty flowers. Are these marigolds or something? Your meanderings along the cliff revealed to you all manner of curious flora. You thought the night prior that the cliffs were weather blasted, but you can see now that your assumptions were incorrect. There are flowers here, very warm and bright, like the sun's light during summertime. Or, you think, with a flush of pleasure, the fair hair of the mermaid whom you are certain you spoke to last night. These flowers are so very like her hair that it is uncanny. Wow, comparing her hair to flowers now. Whoa. we were down bad. Okay, ad break. I shall be back in 3 minutes, okay? Sit tight. Ad break. Hello. Let's go back to the game. The story. Where were we? Alright, we were comparing the flowers to the mermaid's hair. We're so down bad. You step towards the flowers, drawn towards them, and sink down to your knees. The tall grass brushes your ankles like a caress. The morning's dew wetting your skirt. Your clothes are getting damp, as are your legs, but you care not for this minor discomfort. You have just had an idea. Why not make a gift for your new friend? Oh, we're gonna make a flower crown? Wait, that'll like blend in with her hair, no? Well, you're sure she would appreciate it. Why would she not? She told you in a voice which was steeped with dolor that she had been feeling lonely. Wow, dolor. I know this means pain, but I know that in Spanish. Never heard it being used in English before like this, though. You want to see her again. And when you next see her, you would like to make her smile. It is with this thought in mind that you begin to pick the flowers which are growing upon the cliffside. I hope these flowers aren't enchanted, or like at least hope they're wildflowers and not belong. And I hope that they don't belong to anybody. Don't want to get in trouble by some, like, with some witch or cursed or anything. These flowers do not have any thorns, and their delicate stems snap easily enough between your fingers. If she's lonely, why not take some friends with her? We are alone. She is alone. And she just mentioned it didn't like other mermaids either. And apparently we're like the only humans alive too. Well, at least in the vicinity. Apparently. Well, we don't know. We don't know. This game is still shrouded in a lot of mystery. You take care when plucking these flowers to leave a substantial amount of stem intact. It sounds like she's making a flower crown. You need these stems so that you might twine the flowers together. You mean to make for your mermaid a diadem. Something she will be able to wear in her hair. Wow, that's a crown, yes. This tiara is certain to suit her. She is so pretty, anything would suit her. You continue to work, slow and steadfast as the weak sun shines. It takes time, but you are eventually able to fashion something you are satisfied with. You only hope the mermaid will feel similarly. We have a girl and a mermaid, yes. A girl and a mermaid. I think there are other routes where you meet other people, but so far, right, on this route, we only have a mermaid. If indeed she really does exist. Carefully, you pocket your makeshift diadem, then decide to forage for some food. You discover during your search some fruit trees whose sweet burdens are enough to fortify your spirits. For the present, at least. It is fortunate, really, that you were so excited about your moonlight rendezvous with the mermaid. If you were less focused upon the future and dwelt more on the immediate present, you might have more of an appetite. Oh. We were just so excited to see the mermaid that we forgot about eating, huh? Even the mermaid is not real? No. Have we touched? We've only seen, but we never touched. The emptiness in your stomach assuaged. You return to the cottage, whereat you mean to wait for the setting of the sun. There is very little to do, you soon discover, in the cottage other than checking the cupboards and sweeping the floor, occupations which both feel depressingly pointless. Hi, Sheriff. Hello. Hello. There are no books to read either, with which you might pass your idle hours. You do, however, busy yourself with trying to light a fire, so that you might ward off the cold. We're not even going to trying to find the village that the mermaid mentioned, like where the farmhand girl lived, because it sounded like she didn't live too far from here. There might be a better chance to find entertainment there, food even, maybe. Although it has been a couple of months. The time is horribly slow in passing, in part because you have precious little to do, but also because you cannot stop thinking of the mermaid. Will she really return to the shore as she said she would? I am not doing sussy stuff, yes. This game is safe for work. I guess as safe for work as it can be. Given that there's yanderes and death and stuff here, but... I believe the girls will not do anything more than kiss. Okay? Nothing you have to bleach your eyes for or anything. Will you truly trust her? Oh, you hope you can. If she were not present at your designated meeting place, you think that you will die. You would die from disappointment. The seconds continue to trickle by unchecked by any hourglass, and as they do, the sun sinks beneath the horizon. Part of you worries, however, that it might still be too early to search for that mermaid. Only family friendly. I'd say maybe 16 plus? I don't know, 16 plus or 15 plus content today. I mean, there's deaths. And there's, well, deaths. Also, the warnings, like, on the website say something about cannibalism too. Well, I don't know, is that something I should mention? Is that not safe for work? Will she be there yet? You sit there, your stomach tied up in anxious knots, and as you listen to the wind which buffets your windows, you hear it. The sound is faint, but you recall it well from the night before. There is a single solitary voice outdoors, tempest-tossed amidst the roiling waves. The voice is a high, clear one, silvery if indeed. Voices can have colors, like a finely polished dinner plate in a noble woman's home. Cannibalism, apparently? I don't know which route that would be though. Could be this one, could be a different one. The voice belongs, of course, to the mermaid. Who else do you know with the voice as angelic as that? Relief begins to bubble up inside you, a relief so potent that you feel dizzy from it. She did not abandon you after all. Why, you wonder, did you ever think she would? She's got you. She's got us whipped, I think. Gosh. You think it's this one? Maybe mermaids do eat humans? Maybe? She said that she wanted to see you. Did you think that's a mere nicety? Blue-eyed as if by a gentle breeze, you hurry to the door. She's got us wrapped around her fingers. Her little finger. It's the call of the siren. With trembling fingers, they are trembling, I presume, from excitement rather than fear. You seize the handle and turn it. Then you step out into the dark, inky night. You walk towards the cliffs, as you did the night prior, beneath the cover of the inky blue sky, the wind moaning fitfully with every step as you take. Your souls still ache from your expedition a day prior, but you are able to ignore this discomfort. It seems irrelevant, really, when compared to the prospect of once again meeting the mermaid. You have known her for only one night, yet she has come to mean more to you than your own well-being. Oh my god, that is sus. She's hypnotized us. What? You would do anything for the mermaid if she asked for it. What? Well, almost anything. What does this mean? Eh? You hurry down the sharp incline of the cliffs to the shore, almost stumbling in your scuffed brown shoes, which were really not built with rock climbing in mind. So frantic are you in your attempts to once again make the mermaid's acquaintance that you very nearly fall. It is a good thing that you still have enough sense about you to regain your footing. Otherwise, this tale would come to a premature ending. Oh dear. Eventually, you make your way onto the shore, then approach the jagged outcrop of rock whereat you last saw the mermaid. Like the night prior, the mermaid is perched upon these rocks, her fair hair strewn about her shoulders. When she sees you from across the shore, she ceases her singing and her eyes light up. Or at least they seem to. We doubt her, huh? So, you have returned to me, my hero, the mermaid says, and then lightly she giggles. Or perhaps I should say heroine? Her praise makes you blush. You do not feel worthy of it. Nobody has ever called you heroine before. You do not even think of yourself as a heroine. We are in this story though, for better or for worse. If a story were made about you, you'd rather think that you would be a supporting character, one without her own voice. Aww. You're not interesting enough. The mermaid seems to think that you are, though. She's staring at you delightedly as though you are the one person in the world she most wishes to speak to. We are the only one person in the world she can speak to. I mean, human at least, right? The thought makes you tremble, but not so much as the mermaid's gaze. Why is she roasting herself? She's a teenage girl. She's got low self-esteem. It's probably normal. You tell the mermaid that you do not think you are so very brave, but she dismisses your awkward remark with a laugh. I think you are. I saw the way you scaled those cliffs. I thought that was very heroic. Oh, so she saw that, did she? That's embarrassing. Then did she see how you slipped down the cliffs, grazing your palms in the process, and how you very nearly fell? You have never been the most graceful of girls, but to have your failings exposed before a being as poised and as perfect as the mermaid. Welcome back, Stanley. This is the next day. So it's been a day. It stings a little bit, more in fact than the resultant grazes on your palms. Your clumsiness wrought you. You tell the mermaid that there is nothing so very heroic about all of that. You were simply excited, that is all, to see her again. You weren't thinking. You weren't thinking. Oh, that makes two of us. I was excited to see you again. She was? Naturally, I had a very good time speaking to you last night. I had hoped that we might resume our correspondence. That is why I came to the rocks a little bit earlier than usual. I was waiting for you. Oh ho ho. Did you hear my song? Yes, you reply with a nod of your head. You heard it all the way in the abandoned cottage. It called out to you. Did I try steering? What should you get to start? Well, I mean, I guess there a mic, I suppose? A functioning PC? Our laptop, I guess. Well, some people do like no voice streams too. Depends. Hmm. Or well, I'm not sure if that's sufficient advice. If that's the thing you want to hear. As in, I don't know if you want to hear about like what game should you start off with, or how should you do stuff, or where to get things. Your own room is also a start. Your PC's in there. Like, okay, yeah, probably you wouldn't want people like bursting in the middle of your stream. That and echo isn't really all that nice, right? Because the living room is a bigger room. If you want more extensive advice about this, I'd say go to my Discord, right? There's a help section. Help needed. Wait, what did I call the server name? I mean the channel name, something like that. Advice corner. Yes, the advice corner. Right. Yes. And give you more well, properly detailed answers there. That was the general idea. I was singing for you. For you. She was? You did not think that you're worthy of the mermaid song, but if she does not mind dedicating her voice to you, then... Well, who else would I dedicate my voice to? There's nobody else to hear me. Might as well stream, yeah. Even if it's not a whole lot, at least it's like earning a little bit of money. From, well, ad revenue and subs and stuff. It is a good point, you suppose. Shyly, you look back at the mermaid. You thank her for her song. It was very beautiful. Then, tell her, before you can lose your nerve, that you have prepared a present for her to... Oh, have you really? You have. It is a small thing, nothing more than a silly trinket. But if it would not be too much of an imposition, then... With clumsy fingers, you reach into your pocket. Oh, wow, that is a really pretty crown. Oh. For a few moments, you fret that your near fall down the cliff might have damaged a delicate chain nestled within it, but your worries are in vain. The chain is surprisingly sturdy given that it was made with only a few flowers, and it has held firm against the odds. Will you get cancelled if you play pirated games on stream? I'm not the right person to ask, I'm afraid. I've never played pirated games on stream. Me, anyway, I can't speak for others. You handle the chain with great care all the same, however, as you hold it out, presenting it for the mermaid's approbation. It was for the mermaid that you fashioned this chain. You thought that it would look nice nestled in her hair. You were pleased with the chain when you first made it, but after looking at the mermaid, you have begun to reconsider. Oh. The mermaid's beauty is otherworldly, so much so it almost hurts to look at her. Your flower crown, by comparison, seems a very meager offering indeed. The longer you hold your gift out, the more unworthy it feels. Aww. You have half a mind, as the seconds elapse, to snatch your silly, wholly unworthy gift back from the mermaid before she can judge you too harshly. But the mermaid's lips curve upwards into a smile, and in a voice so full of gratitude it makes your heart throb, she says, "Oh my! Did you make this for me?" "Well, yes," you reply, still feeling a little flustered. "You saw these flowers earlier when you went for a walk, and they made you think of her. Not," you hasten to add, "that you think her beauty is comparable to these flowers." They are far inferior when contrasted with her good looks. You simply thought you were unable to get the rest of the sentence out, but however, because the mermaid interrupts you, not rudely, but with something resembling compassion. Perhaps she pities you. There are no choices. There was a choice earlier. Like, there were like 3 paths ahead of us. I picked the one to the shore, right? Like, oh, that led to the mermaids. I presume there's another that leads to a gravekeeper and the princess? I think those are like the other love interests. She must be able to hear how your voice is trembling. Can she also see the way your hands tremor? Oh dear. Faint heart never won the hand of a fair maiden, you know. What happened to all of your confidence? I think that your gift is a wonderful one. I did not at all expect it, but it really is pretty. You look at your feet, too shy to meet the mermaid's gaze. She's not wearing it. Then you say very quietly that you are glad that she thinks so, but she does not need to spare your ego. You have precious little of it left as it is. The mermaid seems touched by your shyness. Perhaps she likes her prey to be self-conscious because she smiles. Prey? Prey? I am not simply saying things to spare your ego. I am not like that. Humans may spout platitudes as easily as they breathe air, but I do not compliment others unless I truly mean it. Some games require oh, I have no idea. Either way, I'm not going to play a pirate game on stream, and I try to keep things legal where I can, just in case. Just to be on the safe side, you know, since I upload a lot of things to YouTube. Is that not the point of speech? To have an honest dialogue with one another? If one party in a conversation is withholding their true intentions, then conversation is impossible. Playing games is a waste of my time, particularly given my time above the surface is so very limited. A pirate game. Everything's really legal, totes. Uh-huh. Well, I don't know if there's like ahar, me heart ease kind of pirate. Are there pirates in this game? I wonder. Will we get taken away by a pirate? Or maybe the mermaid will be taken away by a pirate. Oh no! Oh dear! I love her. Oh. You blush at this more deeply still and survey the mermaid beneath the full fringe of your eyelashes. Would a pirate be a fish too? Ooh, fish pirates! I mean, well, mermaid pirates! You know, that should be a thing, actually. Mermaids that like steal from ships. I guess. Kinda. Well, I guess it'd be hard to get on the ship to steal anything, though, if they have a fish tail over legs. Then, she really does like it? Did I not say that? You humans are so very funny with all your second guessing. She was like that too in the beginning. Oh yeah, guys. Don't talk about doing illegal things in chat, because remember, this is a public space, okay? Not a private chat. Just so you're aware, right? Okay? Because yeah, I'll keep this VOD around, right? In some form, right? So don't talk about anything illegal, okay? You humans are so very funny. Well, with all your second guessing. She was like that too in the beginning. She? My friend. The mermaid's answer is a simple one, but it makes her stomach clench regardless. Oh, jealousy. Hi, Kenichi. Hello, hello. Ah, yes. Her friend. How could you have forgotten about her? The farmhand girl! The lowly farmhand girl. She used to make me gifts too, you know, gifts like this one. She would pick flowers on the cliffs over there where I cannot tread. Eh, she did the same thing! The mermaid gestures with one hand to the cliffs, which tower above the shore, tall and imposing, as though to stab the sky above. I thought we did something unique. No. Does the art style look twin? Really? Does she look like me? I wouldn't say so. But that's, well... my opinion. And she would fashion them into crowns like this one. And bracelets. No! Our images are overlapping. We couldn't do anything unique. No! I was appreciative of her tokens, although she was similarly shy when first she presented them to me. She did not think very much of her handiwork. Where's the other girl now? She's probably dead. Probably. You and her are remarkably similar, really. There's no guile in the mermaid's voice, but her words have rather taken the wind out of your sails. Of course the cowherd gave her mermaid gifts. Gave the mermaid gifts. Of course the cowherd did. Why would she not? The mermaid is beautiful. She is so very beautiful, like a tutelary goddess. She seems to invite tribute simply by existing. Da 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 da. So many random emotes. Take advantage of it then. Yeah. It's nice to have something for every occasion. Were you more religious? Or irreligious, maybe? You might even consider worshipping her. I'm starting to think we're the yandere. Are we the yandere? It's so oddly obsessed. What? Though, in essence, is that not what you were doing with your flower crown? How silly of you to think that your idea was an original one. It's a cult. Worship the mermaid. Wait, that's what caused the village to like fall. Perhaps. The obsession of the mermaids and everyone like was fighting for affections and they all took each other out. Maybe. How silly of you to think that your idea was an original one. I might be accustomed to gifts, but it has been a long time since any human has bequeathed me with anything. This is a pleasant surprise. I am truly thankful for your kindness, dear one. The mermaid leans forward on her rock so as to pluck the circlet from your fingers. Is it circlet? I think it's circlet. Her benevolent smile all the while is unwavering. And now that I look at your gift more closely, I rather think it is of a superior quality to the gifts my old friend once gave me. Now it is enough to make you start, as if the touch of the mermaid's fingers upon your own was not. Well, this was enough to make you start. Oh my god. We touched her! Oh! It's like something EP. Maybe I am? Well, it is quite late. Oh my gosh. Oh, Chibi, okay. Thank you. Oh, I forgot that the thingy's here. Why is it here? How dare you touch the goddess? We're the only ones around. There's no one else. She touched us, right? She touched us. Not that kind of cult. Remember, this is a mermaid, not like what. Although there are similarities. Could your silly gift really be better than those she once accepted? Thank you for the head pat. Although I might have to do that manually, I think. Thank you. I think so. My friend's trinkets are all rather clumsy in execution. Though I cherish them nonetheless. They were very precious to me. They did not last for very long, though. Not when I took them with me to my home beneath the ocean. The water soon ran to the fragile links between the flower stems asunder. Your diadem, however, seems more sturdy, but it is, by the same token, very delicate. You must be very good with your hands. You think back briefly on your disastrous sewing lessons in the past, of your numerous failed attempts to thread your needle while the other girls giggled at you, and you blush. Aww. You think the mermaid's praise might be a touch too effusive. You tell the mermaid as much, but she only laughs. I do not think so, Al. Oh, she's wearing it. That's so cute. The mermaid places your floral trinket upon her head over her long, fair hair, then surveys you in a manner which seems almost coquettish. Coquettish? What do you think? It's like kinda shy, I guess. You think that the mermaid looks radiant, though that is less because of your gift and more because of her natural looks. You tell the mermaid this, though not in terms quite this glowing, as she giggles. You are selling yourself too short. I think your gift is lovely, really. The flowers rather match my hair. Yes, you answer with a nod to your head. That is why you picked these flowers. She is all you have been able to think of. I am glad you have been thinking of me. I, in truth, have been thinking of you, though I did not wish to say as much. No? No, it would be embarrassing to confess to how much I have been looking forward to our reunion if you did not feel similarly. It's now complete flower crown plus 10 char. Right? Oh, I didn't know I could read back. Oh. Scroll wheel, nice. I did not care to pine for humans from afar. But if you care for me, as I do you, then it makes me feel less alone. As in, are our feelings mutual? Eh? Well, I mean, guess that's what they were getting at, but hey? Huh? You hasten to assure the mermaid, your face aflame. Do you ever stop blushing? Goodness gracious. That you do care for her, very much so. We just met yesterday. You have not known her for very long, but she has certainly made an impression upon you. She is such an easy conversationalist. The time simply slips by when you are together. And it does not hurt, of course, that she is so pretty. I have heard of it. I have heard it said, yes. that my looks are rather appealing. My old friend was similarly complimentary. Love knows no bounds. Love at first sight. I'm not sure if it's really a love as much as it is like an obsession, really. Oh, I mean, this isn't a healthy relationship in the first place, right? I didn't start this game hoping for a healthy relationship. Story. I cannot blame you humans for being so taken with me when my form is so very graceful. Your legs seem rather cumbersome in comparison to my smooth, sleek tail. Wait, did I not expect her to acknowledge that? Wait, what? I thought from a mermaid's point of view, the legs would look beautiful, no? I like it bad. Let's say today. Yes, today. Sometimes, you know, the toxic love stories have their place, I think. As do, obviously, the healthy love stories. But at the end of the day, they're stories. Or fiction. Mm-hmm. Well, this one is. Fiction. It must be so very depressing to lumber about on land as you do, living your days beneath the harsh sun and the cool, unfeeling moon. Under the sea. We have to go under the water. That one song singing about how good life is under the sea. I feel like she's singing that to us. Sometimes I rather think I pity you. Is she trying to convince us to live underwater with her? I feel like she is. But the surface is a good deal brighter than it is beneath the ocean. I will grant you that much. Oh, okay. She's not completely negative of the world and above the surface world. You agree with the mermaid still feeling flushed that there are some perks to having legs. An agreement which makes the mermaid giggle. I am certain that there are, though you cannot explore the ocean's depths as I can. I presume you've never tried it? I mean, well, submarines exist? They're slower though. You shake your head. No. You've never thought to do so, largely because you have never been so close to the sea before. Not in all of your life. You did not have much opportunity for nautical exploration in the past. You were not allowed to go anywhere then, to save to the local church. Oh. It was quite a lonely existence. You could even say, it gets so lonely here. Well now, that is a pity. You were kind enough to give me a gift fashioned from flowers which grow where I cannot reach them. So perhaps I ought to return the favor. MC backstory. Right, so she seems like she's a noble girl, maybe. She went to private school where all the rich ladies went to. She was also bullied there. One of the maybe nerdier, well, not nerdier, just like unpopular, I suppose. As far as we know, right? At the beginning of the story, she was running from some mysterious entity that she made a contract with. And we're supposed to still be running. But I don't know what happened. We stopped. We've been bewitched by a mermaid instead. The deep sea isn't a joke. Alexander the Great once ventured in the deep sea. He got traumatized. You're gonna live with a mermaid. Yeah, well, we can't, as humans, we can't live under the water. Not live, no. The favor? Yes, that's right. It would seem only fitting that I give to you something which can only be found in its ocean's depths. Ooh, seashells? Perhaps we could look at it as a form of cultural exchange. Oh no, you protest, your eyes wide. You couldn't possibly put such a burden upon her. Oh wait, here. There, okay. You did not give her a gift, after all, because you wanted to receive anything in return. Anything other than her friendship, that is. I think we quite obviously want something more, though. Her conversation is more than enough to satisfy you. You do not need any physical presence on top of that. The mermaid does not seem convinced, however, by your naysaying. She raises one eyebrow. Even this gesture is performed elegantly. Elegant. And she just wants her, doesn't she? She does. She's already very possessive. If my company is all it takes to satisfy you, then you're easy to please indeed. But please, do not rebuff me. I am offering because I wish to do this. Remember what I said. I do not say things for the sake of it. Oh, I think that's quite cool. No nonsense. Very blunt. Well, you murmur, if she really doesn't mind. Of course I do not mind. Now, wait here. Wait there, I will not be very long. It'd be rude to abandon my new friend in the midst of the conversation. The mermaid turns her attention to the clear mirror-like water which shimmers beneath the moonlight. Then she dives. Whoa. Her body arches elegantly through the air, her long, slender limbs cleaving through the surface of the water with nary a ripple. Wow. The mermaid's face is first submerged, then her torso, and at long last her tail. Oh, we were staring hard. The water rushes forth to envelope her as though it has been waiting for her. It subsumes her. It swallows her. Then she disappears from view. The mermaid is gone, but you are still there. Well, now what are you to do? There's nothing that can be done, you suppose, save waiting. You stand there for several moments, watching the black water lap against the shore. The breeze howls mournfully like a wounded animal as it buffets your hair about your face and your torn skirt around your legs. Time elapses, but how much of it? Well, you stand there fretfully, feeling as ostentatious as a maypole. When will the mermaid return? Will she ever return? You are starting to worry. Is that all you do? When? Look over there. By the rocks upon which the mermaid once sat. The water is rippling. It looks as though your new friend has returned. Oh. The mermaid pulls herself onto the rocks, using a surprising amount of upper body strength, then smiles at you. The music's different. It's the first time hearing this soundtrack. I apologize for the wait. I hope I did not make you worry. We did, but that's no fault of yours. You were worrying, but you were not half as honest as the mermaid. Mermaids might be spoken of as devious tricksters who lure sailors to their deaths, but they are, in actuality, very sincere. Are you sure? I don't know, I still have my misgivings. Well, I mean, so far she has been nice to us and she hasn't so far tried to drown us, but I think it's only a matter of time. They are much more sincere than most humans. Perhaps that is why your kind fears them so. There are few creatures who inhabit this world whose capacity for lying is greater than your own. You tell the mermaid that you are not worrying, and she answers with a wry smile. She still... Oh yeah, she still has the flower crown. It remained intact underwater? Wow. I'm not so sure about that. Ah, the mermaid is wilder than you are giving her credit for. She has seen straight through you. But no matter, it took me some time, but I was finally able to retrieve for you a gift. I do not have the means to turn this into a pretty piece of jewelry, as you did with the flowers, but I wish to give it to you nonetheless. I do hope that you like it. The mermaid leans forward and holds her gift out towards you. Her slender fingers unfurl about it like the petals of a flower being folded back. And... wow, I've never seen fingers being described like petals of a flower, like, blooming. What? That's cool imagery, though. Oh, what a pretty gift it is. Look at the seashell. It's a conch, right? The ocean might be dark and deep, cold and unfeeling, but the same cannot be said for the object which glitters upon the mermaid's palm. She has fished from the depths of the water a beautiful shell, one which shimmers prismatic colors beneath the moon's light, much like the scales on her tail. The shell is so very pretty, it quite takes your breath away. You look at the shell worriedly, your teeth biting your lower lip. That is a bad habit, you know. You'll make yourself bleed. Then ask the mermaid if this is really alright. Would a gift like this not be wasted on you? Of course not! I want you to have this shell because it makes me think of you. Eh? It does? How so? I thought it would be obvious. The shell is a lovely find. As are you. Oh! Oh! Oh. Did she just call you lovely? Surely you must have misheard her. You can scarcely believe it. It is an awful lot for you to take in, but... Now, why are you gawping at me like that? The wind will change, you know? And then your face will be stuck like that, which would be quite the shame. You would waste your good looks, which for a maiden such as yourself would be nothing short of a tragedy. Playing epic there. It seems as though the mermaid really does think you are pretty. After all, the mermaid with her smooth skin and her fair hair. You can scarcely believe it. Maybe she's never really seen red hair, right? There's something almost laughable about the mermaid's compliments. How could she call you pretty when her looks are so immediately, obviously superior? Tongue-tied, you look at your feet. Sure. You do not know how to reply to the mermaid. You have half a mind to refute her words, to tell her that you are not that pretty. Not really, but you fear that might look rude. You do not want to rebuff the mermaid's well wishes. There is nothing for it, then, but to take the shell, which the mermaid retrieved from the ocean's depths for you. You do not think that you are worthy of it, but neither do you want to refuse it. Now that is a surprise, the mermaid says, amused, as you reach for the shell. I did not think that you would be bold enough to take it, not without more coaxing on my part. What is a present for us, though? You have exceeded my expectations. What a good girl you are. Your heart flutters with this praise, and it flutters all the more when your trembling fingers brush against the mermaid's palm. She presses the shell into your skin, and your own fingers tighten about it. The shell is sharp and pointed, and it digs uncomfortably into your skin. Uh-oh. That's a bad sign. It hurts. But there is pleasure in the pain. Oh my god. This too feels like a gift from the mermaid. You do not want to spurn it. Even pain can be a precious thing when dealt by one whom you care for. Right, toxic Yuri guys. You gotta expect that. You never knew that before. You hold the shell to your heart, which is beating in a regular rhythm, and look at the mermaid. Then, very softly, you thank her. It is quite alright. It seems only fair after you shared a part of your world with me. Part of your world! Oh my gosh. I wish to share part of my world with you too. Oh! The reference there. Humans cannot normally descend beneath the ocean's depths, and even if they do, they cannot remain there for very long. You are far too fragile. Would that I would bring you with me to my underwater kingdom where we might be together. Oh. The mermaid's melodic voice trails away, suffused with something resembling melancholia. She wants to bring us with her, huh? She sighs. Then she shakes her head and smiles. But this will have to do for the present. Please, take good care of that shell. Look at it from time to time and think of me. That would make me very happy indeed. Was that day 2 over? Oh. The days passed following this nightly encounter with your aquatic acquaintance with an almost intolerable slowness. Days pass! You endure the hours of sunlight as best as you can by going for long, bracing walks amidst the heather, foraging for berries and fruits among the hedgerows. You even, when you have mustered enough courage, take an old fishing line uncovered in the fisherman's cottage and try your luck by the shore. Fish. We need protein, right? Your initial attempts at angling are without success, but as time passes, your proficiency in the art grows. Sometime after you take up your rod, you are able to catch the odd fish here and there, small, scrawny things mostly, but the meat goes away to bolstering your rudimentary diet. You teach yourself how to remove the scales of these saltwater fish that you have captured and how to gut them. Oh dang, Ojo-sama learning for real. Out in the wild. You learn too how to cook them over a simple fire. We were able to make a fire? Sometimes you skewer these fish of yours on spikes and roast them slowly, innards and all. Oh wow. You're able to sustain yourself well during the day, though the faint pangs of hunger you experience never quite go away. Your physical discomfort, however, is secondary when compared to your desire to visit the mermaid. Your days might be dull and drab, but your nights, comparatively, are made of magic. It is only during the night that the mermaid emerges from beneath the waves, and when she does, you hurry to her side. You have never before had anybody who took so great an interest in you, not until you met the mermaid. Oh. Hi Glaceon, hello, hello. Oh, that's incoming, okay. Playing a sapphic visual novel today, loads of reading. How's the fishy yandere love going? Days have been passing apparently. That's why she has grown to mean so very much to you. She is the first friend you have ever had. Aww. But if you do not temper your obsession accordingly, I fear she may very well be your last. Oh, they're acknowledging that it's an obsession, huh? Maybe? I don't know. The narrator is a different character, I feel like. Is this a horror? Yeah, it's a horror. There's yanderes in there, so I have to presume so. And there's death as well. Ojo-sama is an introvert. But it's like kind of tame, right? In terms of graphicness, because we won't see stuff like, I don't know, guts and stuff. Don't worry. It'll be described, probably. I mean, I'm playing this blind, so I'm not really too sure, but it'll be described, but nothing too bad. And as for the romance parts, I feel like they'll never get anywhere past a kiss, and that's fine. Nothing you need to bleach your eyes over. You care very little for the potential danger, however, which lurks beneath your interactions with the mermaid. Potential danger? Eh, what? You only want to show the mermaid how much that you value her. And you hope within time that she will come to value you too. If you keep seeing her, surely she will stop thinking of her human friend whom she lost so suddenly. That is your plan, at least. Fortunately, your self-serving wish to grow closer to the mermaid seems close to being granted. Your nightly conversations when you greet her come easily enough, the words tumbling from your mouth like thread. You have grown rather comfortable in the mermaid's company, and she yours. She must have, for it is not long after you bequeathed your diadem of flowers to the mermaid that she looks at you and posits a curious question. What's with the ominous music now? What's going on? I was wondering, dear one, whether you would mind indulging me. I know this might not seem like an appealing proposition, but I thought it would be remiss of me not to ask. I have seen some of your world, for I have sat on this shore for many, many nights hence, but you have seen nothing of mine. Oh no! It seems unfair that I should know some of the world that you inhabit well. You know so little of my own. So, would you care to come with me beneath the ocean's waves? There is much that I wish to show you. Sights that I cannot, I fear, be accurately represented in language alone. Words can be awfully stifling when it comes to the communication of experiences such as this. It is quite the florid speech, but at the heart of it beats a simple enough request. Gives her a camera. Hands her her phone in a Ziploc bag. The mermaid wishes to bring you beneath the ocean's surface so that she might show you her home. You are flattered initially that the mermaid wishes to show you something so personal. But after this flutter of flattery, there comes an uncomfortable sense of unease. Of course. Hi, Lucinia. Hello. That's it. No, don't take the bait, huh? Do we or do we not follow the mermaid into the depths of the ocean? The mermaid might feel at home beneath the water's surface, but what of you? You are a human girl with two awkward, ungainly legs, and you were not made to live under the sea. That of the deep, dark ocean is personal. YOLO. It's a trust exercise, isn't it? Right? We gotta trust her not to drown us. If not by accident, really. The MC is hard simping for her. She wouldn't mind the absence of air. She doesn't want to die. I think. It was that dialogue at the beginning of the game. It's just a suggestion, says Ariel. You frown, and mistrustfully, you look at the ocean. is late at night, as it always is when you speak to the mermaid, and the water does not look blue. Just exercise, you just too late. It appears instead to be obsidian. The waves moan as they break against the rocks, which jut out of the shore like a mighty dragon's bones. They sound angry, violent, almost. The salty sea spray arcs through the air, caught in the moonlight. It shimmers, sharp as knives. Hesitantly, you step back. You are a little afraid of the sea. It is so restless, so deep, and so all-consuming. It reminds you of a hungry monster. You have never submerged yourself beneath this ocean before. You have never had the opportunity. Right. They said that they mostly go to the local church. You do not even know how to swim. Oh, right. You and me same, MC. You and me same. MC's never seen water. Does she know she'll drown if she goes in? I think she has the common sense to at least know that she's not meant to be in the water. But yeah. You're fearful for your own safety. Should you consent to dive beneath the undulating meniscus of the water, but can't even swim. Can't even save ourselves. Should the mermaid abandon us? Why the hesitation? Oh, come to think of it, we never exchanged any names, have we? I don't even know what to call the MC. I don't even know what to call the mermaid. She doesn't have a name. It just hit me. She's just the mermaid, the pretty mermaid. Do not look so frightened, dear one. I will be with you, and I will not let you go. You have my word. Oh, that's Luna. Shyly, you glance at the mermaid. She's still perched upon her rock, her hands folded neatly upon her. Love doesn't need names. It's more mysterious that way. Come to think of it, I've never opened my eyes under the water before. Well, I can't swim, so it's like even more scary for me. But doesn't it hurt? Well, I guess you can get used to it, but doesn't it hurt? Oof. What are we seeing? We're just gonna be like screwing our eyes shut in pain. Really? I don't know. Does it hurt? Guys, for those who make a hobby, who have a hobby of swimming or swims more regularly, do you open your eyes underwater? If it's clearly as weirdly not? Really? Oh. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Eye drop sort of thing, it's not like... But this... You should open your eyes. How clean of the water. This is ocean water. I guess it wouldn't be clean, huh? Salt in there! You don't put salt in your eyes. If it's the pool water with chlorine, it burns. Do not open your eyes in the seawater. I'd imagine you probably shouldn't open your eyes in the bath water either, because it's like soapy usually, right? Yeah. There's parasites in the ocean water, isn't there? Maybe, potentially. Oh yeah, that's just making me even more afraid of the ocean. Oh god. Nothing much. Your eyes become red, nothing serious. Clear bath water is okay. Clear, yeah, if it's clear. But if when you're taking a bath, you usually put something in there, right? Usually. Salt rather than anything. But you never know, there's like tiny little microorganisms in there. Let's see. Like putting salt in your eyes. Right, you don't want to do that. Mermaid-san! We can't do this. Our eyes aren't equipped for this. Shyly, you glance at the mermaid. She's still perched upon her rock, her hands folded neatly upon her. Well, she does not have a lap. Not really. You're still afraid, but the mermaid's reassurance does help. You've done it? Can't recommend. No. With a little salt marinade eyes for yandere love. Has she not told you numerous times that she is nothing if not honest? She could have been like marinating us like this entire time. You trust her not to break her word. Does help. MC thinks she's a fish. We have to trust her. But I guess MC does not know that we cannot open our eyes underwater. Or should not open our eyes underwater, really. One does real dumb things when one is a kid. Yeah, they're like school age. Wearing a school uniform. MC, I mean, so... still a kid. She will not leave you beneath the waves, abandoning you to a cruel, lonely fate, to become the food of so many fish. Of that, you are certain. She can hold you, but it doesn't make you be able to breathe on the water, yeah. I guess it would help with swimming, right? I guess traveling quick if you're like... if a mermaid is holding you. Salt in one side. Oh, you did that as a kid. Why? Just to see if it would hurt. That is why, despite all of your misgivings, you find yourself nodding your head. If that is what she wants, then you will accompany her. You are interested too in what lies beneath the ocean's surface, out of sight. Oh, I knew you would agree. Thank you very much for humoring me. Bad idea. Bad idea. Oh, I guess we said yes and then all that, right? I will endeavor to make these next few moments the most memorable you have ever experienced. She's holding and moving to the sea when we arrive. MC's just a corpse. Is she planning on taking us to her house? There's like no air pockets, right? You read a book people used it while bathing to get clean, so you got something in your eye. What? I think we used it for the skin, but not for the eye. Last memorable experience. You're lucky not to be blinded from that. Last memorable experience. Next few moments, last few moments, probably. Now, would you care to come with me? I shall be your guide. The ocean's depths might be dark, but I will not let you get away from me, I promise. Wait, maybe I should read that in a more ominous tone, okay. The ocean's depths might be dark, but I will not let you get away from me. I promise. The mermaid extends her hand towards you. A hand which seems to cut through the moonlight, just like a blade. A blade! Dang, the imagery here. Well seasoned eyes. No doubt. Perhaps maybe the mermaid likes her lover's cold and well preserved. Doesn't help the MCU bathe underwater, nope. The moon's celestial rays play against the mermaid's upturned palm so that it shimmers. The mermaid's hair, too, is glowing, backlit by Celine's glow, so that she almost looks like an angel. Oh, Celine's like a moon goddess, right? Yeah. Oh. Wow. Yeah, the MC is quite a lore nerd. Mythology? Literature nerd? Yes. Under the sea. Where I wish you could be, or something like that. Celine's the name of a moon goddess, yes. Her beauty is such that For a few moments, you cannot do anything, neither step towards her nor back away. You feel frozen in place, rooted into the sand like some shore-growing tree. No air? It's fine, I can tough it out. You still do not understand why the mermaid has taken such an interest in you, but an old adage does occur to you. You ought not to look a gift horse in the mouth, or ignore the pleas of a graceful, dignified mermaid. You reach out, your arm shaking like the skinny bow of an ancient tree, and find the mermaid's hand with your own. The mermaid's fingers curl about your own, her nails. Only now you notice how sharp they are. Sharp! Digging into your skin. Though the mermaid herself looks very soft, her grip is surprisingly strong. Predator! Predator! As in, like, nature kind of thing, right? She hunts. We're prey. She's the predator. High string stat. She's got us. Quick, drown her before she drowns you. I don't think we can drown a mermaid. You have such a tough grip. Don't worry, I won't leave. A prey doesn't need sharp claws anyway. You do not think if she willed it, you would be able to get away from her. Nope, we're caught in her grasp now. No escaping. Like she said, she won't let us get away. Well, why would you want to? We're bewitched. There's no hope for us. She does not mean you any harm. Bad end. I haven't made any choices other than choose the beach. Maybe there's a choice to like save ourselves. I don't know. Now, let us be on our way. There is much to see in my underwater kingdom. I cannot wait to show it to you. Sleeping with the fishes tonight. Another meaning. The mermaid turns towards the ocean, as do you. A brief moment passes, one during which you allow yourself to stand there, your hand claimed by the mermaids as the wind buffets your hair and your skirts. You inhale deeply. The smell of the salt is heavy in the back of your nostrils, so much so you could choke on it. It is not a particularly pleasant smell, but you have grown accustomed to it after living in your tumble-down cottage by the shore. It takes a few hours. Hope you can hold your breath for a long time. Her body is underwater kingdom while her soul is in the sky kingdom. Ah, smell salt. Smell salt. Wait, are we already inside in the water? Or are we like up still on the surface? Yeah, I think we're still at the surface. It is nostalgic, almost. You have a vague feeling as you stand on the precipice between your world and that of your aquatic companions that you might never again be able to smell the salt in the air like this. That's your warning! That's your warning. That's your instincts, intuition telling you that this is your chance to back out right now before you die. That is just a silly supposition, though. No, no, you are being foolish. Do you want to go into the water? Yes. No. That choice will be up, right? Maybe. Can only hope so. The mermaid will return you back to the surface in due course, will she not? I hope that she will. You hope that she will. What a lovely night to go for a slurp. You, unlike her, cannot breathe underwater. Oh, the music stopped. You open your mouth, meaning to ask the mermaid about this fact, but you're not offered the opportunity to speak. Not offered? The mermaid has already shifted, her fingers still twined about yours. She dives forward, her body slicing through the surface of the water like a knife, and you inexorably are dragged along with her. Okay. Cute. Look at us! It's the first view of a MC. We're losing control of the situation. Well, pretty. It's pretty down here. Wait, her eyes are open. Oh! The water rushes forwards to meet you in a sudden shocking rush. Photos taken before disaster. For real. The mermaid's descent might be graceful, but yours is anything but. You do not know how to position your legs, and your limbs feel awfully ungainly. We don't know how to swim! Mayday! Mayday! The shock of the water as it... Oh wait, I read this. You don't think the water would be this cold? No, it is not just cold. It is freezing. I mean, it's night, right? It feels as though all the warmth has been seeped out of your skin. We're gonna die. We're gonna die of hypothermia first. Now we know how the pain is all in your eye. With the waterproof flower crown. Oh, she's not wearing it. Oh. Well. If your head was not already beneath the ocean waves, you would gasp from it. Can't gasp, you'll drown faster. You do not gasp, however. You cannot. You have already been submerged. Go like 2 degrees. Oh, that's like fridge temperature. Freezer? No, fridge. Your body no longer feels as though it's your own. Your hair is unspilling behind you like thread, and your skirt is fluttering. Your body rocks to and fro as though being soothed in a mother's arms. It is a curious feeling, but it's not wholly unpleasant. If only it were not so cold down here beneath the ocean's depths that you might find it relaxing. Slightly colder than the usual fridge temp. You're gonna be turned into a dessert. It's dark under the surface of the water, yes, but you have not ventured so very far. Not yet, at least. That the glow of the moon cannot penetrate its depths. Your surroundings are illuminated, though faintly, and thanks to this precious illumination, you can see the schools of fish swimming about you. Their scales all glisten as they arc through their waves like rainbows. They do not look like white life forms. They appear instead to your fairy tale adult mind to be ancient relics brought to life through some strange arcane sorcery. That's something I kind of find cute about the MC. They love fairy tales so much. They love literature, and there's so many. The imagery, right, from the descriptions and stuff, I refer to a lot of, Celine earlier, right, with the goddess. They're very descriptive. Very well read. They are pretty. No, that word is not significant enough. They are beautiful. You did not know, as you stood upon the shore, how very full of life it was beneath the water's surface. You did not know, either, how very beautiful these aquatic denizens of the deep were. Especially the one holding your hand. She's a nerd that is also a fanfic writer. Possibly. You have never seen fish like these before, not in real life. You have memories, vague, hazy memories, of dissecting a fish once in a particularly gruesome biology lesson. We sure could hold our breath for a long time. It's the mermaid. It's the presence of the mermaid. It's the effect of love. Definitely had a lot of spare time underwater. It's the revenge she's after the fish. Oh no, the fishing. Oh. But that feels like a very long time ago now. You would far rather think on your present than dwell upon the past. But the seconds pass, and as they do, the mermaid continues to swim, leading you deeper and deeper into the ocean's depths. And while once you were close enough to the surface that the moon's light could still slice through the waves, now it is so very dark you can scarcely see. Quite the catch to decline and sink her. Sink her. Oh, us, me, ah. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Karnak. Hello. What are you up to? Hello, welcome. Welcome, readers. Queso! No, not my Queso. You're playing. Oh, this is my Sid Meier's Pirates. Queso. Ah, you're playing a pirate game? Ironic, we're playing a game where we romance a mermaid. At least on this route, we romance a mermaid. Ooh. I think the last time you rated me, you were pirating never ends. Playing a retro game too. Yeah. Check out Karnak. He's a very chill streamer. He does music. I think I watched one of your piano streams. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to disturb you, but very chill streamer, relaxing. Yay! Oh yeah, right. I should warn you guys. Oh, wait, okay, so let me introduce myself first of all, right? I'm Leo Estelle. I'm the healer hero of the Heroes Party. Nice to meet you guys. Oh my gosh, I wanted to be subtle. I do. Even now I have like a mixed setup of here up so I can keep track of the chat, right? Not the people in it, but like not necessarily lurkers, the chat. Because sometimes OBS chat doc seems to miss stuff oddly. So yeah. Anyway, right. Hope you guys had a lovely night or day so far. Good Tuesday. I'm currently playing a sapphic visual novel, by the way. I believe you're in the middle of drowning. If you read the pinned message, right? It's like, I don't know. I've been promised yandere Yuri, so I don't know. This mermaid does not come off as yandere for me, but the main character certainly does. I love it in some shades. Right. So this game does not depict healthy relationships. Do not emulate anything that's in this game. Middle of salt marinade by the mermaid. Marinated for sure. This mermaid has been trying to convince us to go underwater with her. But well, we have, right? That's what we have done. Do not take notes. Do not. Oh my gosh. Mermaid's drowning something. Hello, Mana. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Hi. How is your stream? Hello, hello, raiders. I am in the middle of romancing question mark a mermaid. I don't know if we're actually romancing her or not though. You bullied killers. Nice, nice. Sounds like you had a great time. Yeah. Are we not? Flashlight. We're just going for a swim. We don't know yet if we're actually gonna die. Maybe she's not gonna kill us. Maybe this is copium. Yandere. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, NSA Donax. Thank you. Well, okay, yes. I am playing a sapphic visual novel right now, which means girl liking girls. We are playing as a girl and we're romancing girls. To make that clear. This is a game with unhealthy relationships, so do not emulate any of this at home, ladies and gentlemen. Do not follow mermaids into the dark, deep depths of the oceans. That's dangerous. Well, unless you go like, I don't know, a scuba diving suit or something. Well, but even then, that's pretty dangerous though. Sado is fine. Okay, I'll try to remember. Sado. Oh, okay, gotcha. Anyway, to briefly, we'll explain. Well, we're in love with a mermaid, basically. In this route, there's several routes. I think there's at least 3. I took the mermaid route first, I suppose. And this game is free, by the way, right? You can play it yourself if you want to. It's called It Gets So Lonely Here. Right. There's at least 3 routes from what I've seen. And yes, we're swimming with a mermaid in the ocean, which is very dangerous. Do not do this. Put the mermaid in the deep fryer. I think we're gonna need a huge deep fryer. But wouldn't that be sort of cannibalism? Because she's like top half human? Eh? I do not condone cannibalism. Although I think it might be... Well, I mean, it's warned in the website, right? There might be cannibalism. Maybe in one of the routes. You'd rather be lonely than drown, though. Yeah. I don't want to drown. You want to be waterboarded by a hot mermaid? If you cut down the top away and only cook the bottom, is fine. Oh, I mean, it'd be a lot of meat, I guess, but anyway, well, I don't know. I feel weird eating something that looks so human. For sure. Where does a human end and where does a fish start? Does it end at the, like, make them eat their tail. Parts of it. That would be cannibalism. When the police arrives, you have some explaining to do. Who is this human corpse? Top half of a human corpse. Oh, by the way, right, this game is safe for work, right? So don't worry, you don't need to bleach your eyes for any of the scenes. It won't get that graphic. And the romance, I don't think they'll do anything more than kiss. I think. Or we'll kill each other, but I mean, that much you'd have to expect. You found some sashimi. The human half has nothing to do with it. Sashimi. Oh. We're gonna die. You'll need to bleach your eyes. No, you put this all in the eyes. Keep things away from your eyes. I don't recommend that either, but no bleaching. No actual bleaching of your eyes, guys. Keep your eyelids away from your eyes. Gosh, well, I mean, I don't recommend doing that, but keep your eyes moistened, right? Thank you for the head pat. Just use the seawater. No. Shall we continue? We've been dying for a couple of minutes now. Your vision is beginning to blur. You can feel an uncomfortable pressure weighing down on your inert body. You have descended, you realize, with a ripple of anxiety. Too deep. It's close to midnight, gotta go to chores. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid again. Sleep well. I mean, well, if you're gonna sleep soon, yes. Just for everybody else who came from both raids, right? Do what you need to do, okay? Humans were not meant to descend into these depths. The water, once cold, now feels freezing. It caresses every inch of your exposed flesh, as if to sap what little warmth you might still possess. You shiver, and when you do, you swear that you can hear your teeth chattering, despite the water, which stops your ears. The water is stopping up your nostrils. Ugh. There's so much water down here at the bottom of the ocean. Tap out! Tap out! Mermaid son, we need up! It's endless. The mermaid might be able to breathe underwater, but you are not so very fortunate. Your body is far less sophisticated than hers, and it requires oxygen with which to furnish your body with continued strength, not salt and water. The thought of trying to inhale the endless water which surrounds you makes you shudder. There's water in the water. You'd rather not attempt it. You do not have gills. When will the mermaid take you back to the surface? Girl, you have to tap out. This has been a good life. Surely she must know you have fast begun near your limit. She does not know. She's a mermaid. She's not human. She does not know. You have been under the water far too long. And it is too cold. And it is so dark now. In any event, you cannot see much of anything. The joy you once felt during your underwater adventure has begun to dissipate, just like the last of the oxygen you still possess. It is time to return to the surface now, but how are you to communicate this to the mermaid? I can feel the hypothermia. The thing is, she looks like she's holding your hand, but not the other way around. Right. A little one-sided. She's strong too, we can't resist her. You cannot speak. And she's not looking at you. She's staring ahead, fixedly, at something beyond your comprehension. Something far away, perhaps in the underwater gloom that you cannot see. Not knowing what else to do, you try to pull your arm free from the mermaid's grasp. You hope that this will signal to her that she has grown too carried away in her endeavors, that she ought to cut short your expedition and return you to the shore. The mermaid does not react, however, to your attempts to escape her. Well, she did say she will not let you get away. Oh no! Her grip does not slacken, as you had hoped, from about your wrist. It is, in fact, it is quite the opposite. Feels as though she is gripping you more tightly than she was, as if to prevent your escape, but why would she do that? You tap on the mermaid's shoulder to get her attention, a gesture which prompts her at long last to turn. There's some hope left? You're gonna have to be a reverse sashimi. Oh no. Her fair hair blows about her, suspended in the water like a shroud. And then she says in that calm, measured, incredibly reasonable voice of hers, "Yes, dear one, what is it?" if you could, you would open your mouth to reply to her, but alas! You are a human girl, not a fish, and cannot speak underwater. Like, you gotta like gesture upwards, right? Any attempt to do so would accomplish naught save filling your pretty little mouth with water. The mermaid really ought to have considered that before she started to ask you questions. But your comfort seems to be the last thing on the mermaid's mind. She smiles at you gently, delicately, then says, I understand. Being underwater for so long must be beginning to take its toll. She might have considered that. She might have. She wants to keep our corpse down underwater with her like a trinket, never to go away. You see so much wrong in this. Like, seriously, how is this an option in the first place? Do your lungs feel like iron? Are they heavy? If you don't, let us up! So she does understand your voice. Oh my god. You might not be able to speak, suspended as you are in the dark, murky depths, but communication is not wholly impossible. You nod your head emphatically, hoping that this will be enough to make your distress apparent, but... Yes. Okay. Yes, that will happen. It is a natural part, or so I have heard, of drowning. Not that I have ever had the opportunity to experience it for myself. I am incapable, you see, of meeting my demise in such a manner. Now, what was that? Oh right, humans drown. She understands, but doesn't think about it too much. She understands, but I think she's doing this on purpose. What could she mean? I mean, the mermaid answers. Can she read minds? That this was a calculated act upon my part. Oh my gosh, she's looking at us. Her face. Forgive me, dear one, but the moment you consented to sinking beneath the water with me, your fate was sealed. She became yandere because her last lover disappeared without any warning, without any last words to her. She's so possessive now. I'm guessing. That's why she... Oh, no. She wants reassurance that her new lover will be with her forevermore. Your lungs will be filled with water soon enough. Then you will die. Oh, it's not such... It is not a pretty way to go. Did they drown too? They went missing. We don't know what happened to them, but they went missing. Without any warning. Perhaps something happened to them in their village. But we may never know. You needn't worry about your corpse bloating, disfiguring, or being eaten by fish, though. I will take very good care of it, I promise. This is the situation where it's like, if I can't have you... No, well, that's not it. That's not quite it. Something similar, right? Kill your loved one before they die. Preserve them. Oh my god. Your logic breaks. Kelp. Bleh. In death, you will look lovely. Almost angelic. Is that not what you always wanted? You do not know what the mermaid thinks. It is exactly that you want, but you think she's laboring under some severe misunderstandings. You would like to try and correct her that you do not want to die, but of course you cannot open your mouth. If I can't have you, no one can. She already had us, but I guess she's too insecure, right? I mean, just a doll to her, like a decoration. Because it's like... in our eyes, there was no one else but her. We were already so obsessed, right? The main character was anyway. uh, there was no one more beautiful to us than her. But well, the mermaid. You can't go into the ocean with me, then you shall perish. She's probably insecure, right? That land dwellers have to stay on land and cannot stay with her forever. Well, I guess killing us is a way to have us stay with her forever. What a pity. Well, at least it saves me the effort of transcribing your dying pleas. See, the narrator's evil. The narrator's a different person. I doubt they would be particularly interesting. No! They're so mean. If you do not... If you want to know why I'm doing this, then I would not mind obliging. I have no secrets to keep from you. Other than a secret, perhaps, that upon your first meeting, she would nurse within her cold fish's heart the desire to bring about your watery murder? Oh my god. You might have liked to know that before you agreed to sink beneath the ocean surface with her. We trusted her though. Even if it was a mistake. I'm only doing this because I have no choice. The other girl I liked, after all, the one whom I'd adored, disappeared. She went away and I was never again afforded the opportunity to see her. You remind me of that girl, though you do not look much alike. You do not act very alike either. But you are both humans, who, despite your delicacies, have no shortage of determination. She does like her lovers preserved. Does saltwater preserve things well? No, I don't think so. There's like the corpses under the sea, right? Decompose and such. Spicy? I don't know what you call spicy. But it's not that spicy. It's... But is dying spicy? Death? Death by drowning by mermaid? Oh. Hi, Womp. Salty. But they are both humans who, despite your delicacies, have no... Oh yeah, I read this. How is your kind able to live when your lifespans are so very short, and you're susceptible to so many more diseases? Is a mystery to me. Though my lifespan far eclipses your own, and I am far sturdier, I cannot help but marvel at the tenacity of you humans. It's cold, wet, and salty. Sad way to die. Oh, this is fine, I think. Under the sea. The bottom of your the corpse. Oh god. I know that if I were as fragile as you are, I would not be able to exist in this world. I'd be far too afraid. I would see my own death lurking behind every corner. Just as you can see your own breath looming before you. It's not so far away now. I heard drowning is one of the most painful ways to go, actually. Oof. Is there like no choices? Yikes. So far, you can feel it coming closer and closer, enclosing its cold, icy fingers around your throat. You humans are incredible. I cannot help but respect you, weak and pitiful though you are. She respects your tenacity so very much that she wishes to extinguish it? That does not make very much sense. Perhaps my words are confusing you, but it does make perfect sense. To me, at least. My beloved cowherd left me. I do not know where she went or what happened to her. Recycling and creating more job opportunities. Eh? Who's bringing us back to life? Eh? Maybe she was murdered by bandits. Perhaps she contracted a horrible disease. Perhaps she simply fell and cracked her skull. I do not know. I will never know. For many, many days and many, many nights, her disappearance tormented me. I could not help but wonder how it came about, but there were so many possibilities I could not imagine all of them. This thought terrified me. It still does. That is why I'm going to take you to my underwater kingdom with me. There, we can be together forever. Nothing will be able to tear us apart then. Oh, yikes. I will brush your hair. I will dress you in the finest pearls found from the bottom of the seabed. It will be lovely, much lovelier than any sort of miserable existence you might be able to eke out above the water. But we won't be alive. We won't be alive, miss. In my citadel, you will never be attacked by bandits nor ravaged by diseases. You'll be quite safe, I promise. We really were like a doll. Nothing will tear us apart besides death. Oh. Quite safe, yes, and quite dead too, surely, yes? Oh. Wait, she's read our mind? What? Well, yes, that is the only unfortunate aspect of my plan. She considers your death nothing more than a mere misfortune. Does she really value us if she's not really concerned about losing our personality? There better be chicken nuggets. I don't think chickens exist underwater, Baguette. How long has she been monologuing? Probably long drowned. We're hanging out until the last threads. We're hanging on because we're tenacious. The mermaid might be surprisingly cool after all. Perhaps, but perhaps you ought to have predicted this. That's what mermaids are like. That's how she described mermaids. She is part fish. Are fish not cold-blooded, like lizards? Oh. Oh. You probably learned this at some point during biology class, but your lessons are beginning to feel very faint and very far away now. Your body is beginning to fail you. You cannot take much more of this. It is a necessary sacrifice, though, if we were to be happy. I am doing this, you know, for both of our sakes. I do apologize for tricking you, but please, try to understand. I really have been so lonely. You would be more inclined to sympathize with her, perhaps, if her loneliness was not ushering in your inevitable demise. There's your toxic Yuri. Here it is. But you are too preoccupied with your dwindling reserves of oxygen to feel much in the way of anything for your captor. We don't love her anymore. You can feel the pressure of the water against your eyes. They are beginning to ache. Perhaps you're crying. You do not know. The water masks much of your anguish. You have been drifting underwater for almost 3 minutes. Oh, only 3 minutes? That is a remarkably long time to go without any air. Your vision is beginning to cloud. Your surroundings already dark look darker still, unpleasant and obscure, and not at all like the paradise the mermaid promised you. The pain of being suffocated slowly is far stronger and far more oppressive than the sensation of the mermaid's hand wound tightly about your arm. Is there no escape for you? None. 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 The prognosis, I am ever sorry to say, is grim. Your fate, as the mermaid said, really was sealed the moment you met her, luxuriating on those rocks beneath the moonlight. But you'll forgive me if my sympathy is limited. You did bring this upon yourself, you know? You reap what you sow, and in your case, you made a series of bad decisions, which led to your untimely demise. Game, this is linear! You never gave me any choice other than to go to the beach. The path. See, like the love pain earlier. You got it all. Oh my god, the warning with the seashell. Now, what do you want to do? Will you accept this fate of yours and rest in peace, or will you try to fight against it? Oh wait, is this where we can make a decision? Can we? Can we? This happens when you go to the beach. Everyone knows that. You'll meet a mermaid who will drown you. Never go to beaches. Oh, finally there's a choice. Alright, what do we do? What do we do? Cute mermaid though. Hi Sado, you have to head out? Of course, of course. Thanks for dropping by. Finally, choices. Finally, it's been so long. It's been like 3 hours. Almost 4 hours. A bit late. We can't escape. I think it's like... what? Fighting against her, which will probably hurt her feelings, and accepting your fate, which makes her happy, I presume. I do not know. 3 hours, 3 minutes for the character, apparently. Say, why not do both? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's embrace our death, alright. Do I like water a normal amount, or do you have your entire short life? I cannot swim. Is that enough? I cannot swim. Does that say enough? That is a bit of an anticlimactic answer at this juncture in your life story, but I suppose it would be remiss of me to lecture you too much. You're here already, so might as well. There's no hope of escaping a mermaid in the water, deep underwater. She's got the unlimited hydrate. Would you drink this salt water? I am sure you're well aware of what a terrible series of decisions you have made. Series? There's no need for me to belabor the point. That would be boorish, not to mention tedious. I'm rather tired of scolding you. So, instead, I think I will content myself with loving you. Who are you? What? What? You thought in your death a mermaid was the only one who would be able to cosset you? I know I have said this before, but you really are naive. You cannot escape me, even if you are at the bottom of the deepest, darkest ocean. Is this the entity that we were trying to escape from? The one we made a contract with, apparently? Maybe? It's mostly the MC. Not me! Narrating's hitting on us. Narrator. Everyone loves women in this game. Like, the world might have forsaken you, but I never will. I will never leave you. Oh. Oh. You will never be lonely again. Oh my gosh. It gets so lonely here. Well, that was anticlimactic. We did get to know the narrator a little bit though. Let's see what the other choice gets us. A fight against your fate. That much is true. Maybe it won't get me so lonely if you didn't try to drown us. I don't know. I think the narrator and the mermaid are two different people, right? How to be lonely when you're drowned? The bartender, I guess it's free. Yeah, it's free. So, for what you get, right? I think it's amazing. So far, I mean. I like that look on your face. It is a look full of determination. The self-same determination which first prompted me to take an interest in you. Who is this omnipotent god that's like trying this narrator person? Wait. I can tell that you're not happy with this ending. Yeah, the last one was so anticlimactic. You did not come all this way after all to drown. That is quite the indecorous demise, regardless of how many fine stones and shells the mermaid means to twine through your hair after your death. If you wish to carve out a new story for yourself, then I would be only too happy to indulge you. Wait, they're helping us? The narrator's a snitch. Just try not to get on the bad side. Oh my god, are we getting scary mermaid moment? Scary mermaid face? Or good side of any homicidal naiads this time. Oh. Wait, second chance? the drowning of fair maidens is something of a cliché. Your fate is once again in your hands. Now, I wonder, which path will you take? Oh, they reset us back to the crossroads. Oh, they rewind time. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's save this route for the next time I play this. Whichever got re-zeroed. Will we have our memories? Huh. Back to bed we go, yeah! It's, well, I mean, it took me 4 hours to get through the prologue and a single route. I guess technically 2 routes, but I get the mermaid route. Nothing can harm us if we were tucked into bed. Who's the mermaid? The MC, probably. Who's the mermaid? Who? Mermaid who? Who? We're gonna get obsessed with this. Someone else now. Someone else. I don't know though. Someone else. Your mermaid what? Nah, she's a thing of the past now. Probably. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. I'm trying to look for someone to raid. Meow. Rate the mermaid. I can rate the mermaid. I wonder if I can find a mermaid VTuber. I follow 2. Yes, but then none of them are online at the moment. They're not online right now. They're not streaming. That'd be funny. If we read it into a mermaid VTuber. Does anyone know one actually? Just cause. Might as well. Let's see. You know a few, but I don't think they're online. Aww. Yeah, one that's streaming right now is what I mean to say. Me? I can hardly raid myself. Especially when I'm about to end stream. Does IU count? Oh yeah! Fish person. They count. Actually, it's a pity that IU wasn't here today. They would have offered a lot of insight into the mind of a mermaid. Right? Yeah, right. The one day my mod was not the mermaid mod is not here. That'd be so chaotic. Let's see. We might just go to, if there's no mermaids, you guys. If there's no mermaids that you know, we might go to an amphibian instead. Perhaps. Close enough. Amphibian. Yeah, they made a Subnautica stream otherwise, huh? That's following the theme as well. Yeah, an amphibian. They're not a sea creature, but they swim. They swim, right? It counts. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get rated the arena. Typing in her name is quite interesting. Froggy. Frog McFrog. Did I spell it right? Yes. Good. So she's got. They're currently doing a karaoke stream. Way, hope you enjoy. Adidi, yeah. Oh, maybe I should wait till like a break in the song, but. Oh, it looks late. Oh no, they're about to go. Ah, that's still right. Okay, thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you. This was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It's mostly me reading a whole lot. My throat did surprisingly hold up as well. Thank you guys. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. And wow, okay, I'm already excited for the next part. This game, for a free game, is it's fun. It's a lot of content. Well preserved love story. Good night. Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, it is getting late. You gotta sleep. Next stream will be tomorrow. I'll be doing art. But I think, yeah, art, yeah. Lots of doubtful choices. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.